more than medical science, the remote podcasting technology has it like developed and evolved the most in the last calendar year.
You know what I'm going to say? Worth it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Thank God this happened.
Yeah. Thank you to the Wuhan podcast facility.
Residents to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and across from me is the doctor himself.
Hello.
Each week of the past 4 years,
Yeah.
we talk about the weird and wonderful world of DC while fielding questions from listeners like you.
And this is the 4th anniversary, annual number 4, baby.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for 4 years.
Just getting this rope set up.
Oh. We're not going to finish Ghostfacers?
No, I pre-recorded the rest of them.
Yeah. They're programmed to go out until like the end of 2026.
Yeah. I've been really busy.
Yeah.
There was an unfortunate accident. You were involved with the rest of them.
Oh.
It's okay. Don't worry. I handled it.
Okay. Oh, no.
4 years.
We were talking about it off mic.
Oh, yeah.
But my wife and I will have been married for 5 years in October, which means we've been doing this podcast almost as long as I have been married.
Which relationship's going to last longer?
They're both very significant to me. Please don't make me choose.
I think I'm going to make it.
I think it hinges on whether or not we win that award.
Oh, but we already did, so it's fine.
Oh my God. Baby, I'm sorry, but I have responsibilities now.
I'm an award winner. You don't understand the weight that puts on somebody's shoulder.
She has to play this for our daughter. Be like, you have to understand, he had a higher calling.
That's in the greatest.
Oh God.
Yeah, I see. Like, we recorded to episode 250, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
But for some reason, 4 years sounds so much worse.
Or better.
Sure.
Oh. No, it's true. I mean, 4 years is a lot of years. I would say the most significant change, even just between the 3rd anniversary and this one, is I feel like you've really ramped up being into comics. Like, you go and get your own. I was looking at the reading assignment thing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the one that just Richard read without prompting, and then 4 of them are ones that you were like, you picked. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's the biggest change for me, is like, obviously we hooked you on the collecting thing and scanning shit into your app, but also you just like, I think are just into it now.
I had a conversation today with Bruno about like things that I'm looking for.
Oh God.
Yeah. He's got a line in on a Captain America White.
Oh fuck.
Because I need to finish that fucking
Do you have
series.
Hulk Gray?
No, I don't have Hulk Gray either.
Oh, okay.
Those are the 2 that I'm missing.
Right.
Yeah, I've got Daredevil Yellow, I've got Spider-Man Blue. I'm missing those 2. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. See, but you're like into it now. Like look at that. All the stuff on the shelves there. All those like you have like bagged and boarded floppies right there. We got to get you a proper box for that.
There's those back there now.
Oh fuck yeah, there's those up there too. I didn't even see those. Yeah.
Yeah.
See? One of us.
Fucking nerds.
What changed? Why this past year? Is it because of the pandemic?
Partly. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, partly. I mean, it's not like I guess the Comedy Fest isn't happening. Like, I don't. This is my only thing right now. I mean, besides like owning multiple businesses, but like,
yeah. Besides the 8 to 9 other things,
this is my only hobby.
Right.
No, this is where we make the money, baby.
Oh yeah, this is businesses 7 through 9.
I think partly the pandemic for sure.
Right.
A little bit of like getting some really good comic TV stuff, I think, this last year.
Yeah, there's been some really solid.
We've been really getting a bunch of that. And I think partly there was like you could hear the joke about it about a year ago. The podcast, I think, slightly gets better, but also like it's because I started paying attention.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you won't get an argument from me there.
I stopped worrying so much about the production.
Yes.
Uh,
Isn't it funny how that made it better?
okay, but let's not say I didn't care less about the production. I mastered the production, so I had nothing else to focus on.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess I should listen to what you've been saying.
Only like in the fourth year.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, some of that's kind of interesting.
That's, I mean, both a little offensive and also very funny. Which I think is also the tagline of the show.
That's going to be written on my tombstone, which will happen before this podcast is over. We're like a sixth Green Lantern podcast. We've been around for a while.
We talk about Green Lantern sometimes.
No, I mean we're a sixth of the Green Lantern podcast timeline.
No, what would we be? They're at what, 12 years?
Yeah,
we're a third. Yeah, yeah, we're getting there.
That's how you know we've been around for a while.
We're
creeping up. Watch it, Bokelman.
Next year we've done 7 years. We'd be like catch up. We'd be like, that's not how time works.
Yeah, that's how technology works. It's like a
podcast time dilation.
Yeah. Sure, it's been 5, but it feels like 10.
All right. I mean, listen, we've got stuff that we normally do on the annual, including like going back to the things we actually read on the podcast. But before we do that, I am interested in beyond stuff we did read for the podcast.
Yeah.
Is there a comic or something that you read this year that really stands out for you that you were like, oh man, that was a really cool something? A thing that we wouldn't have already talked about.
For sure. I mean, reading that I reread the Daredevil Yellow recently, and that Spider-Man Blue is incredible. I've been slowly going through those. I reread Sweet Tooth because the TV show is coming out, and holy shit.
You finished the show as well.
Oh, yeah, I burned through that show.
I have to start. I haven't gotten there yet.
I've been going through those Superman comics, like 768 through like 790 something.
Yeah, it's like a run of action.
Like 830, I think it's through. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really enjoying that. That's been really good. I touching little bits of stuff here and there. I think like I read Three Jokers. I read Three Jokers. It was okay.
Yeah, it's
fine.
Listen. Three Jokers issue number 1.
Yeah.
I dig. The other two,
I read V for Vendetta.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at you. I'm so proud of you.
Ugh. Stop it. I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm proud of you.
I don't like this.
Son.
No, I like it again, Daddy.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, you're my daddy.
I miscalculated.
Yeah. I can't do this at work, but I can do it here. Actually, I did a little bit at work today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were also wearing very short shorts at work today.
Well, yeah, and you said something about spanking or whipping or something. Yeah.
I absolutely did.
Yeah, there was something.
I did say something about whipping.
Yeah, you did.
Because I was going to...
And I think that's when I did call you daddy at work.
I had to whip you into shape about a thing.
Yeah. Whip me into shape.
Ooh.
Whatever shape you want.
A 6.
69.
Yeah, I'll be the 9.
Yeah. I've been reading a little bit of stuff, but I just got that Anatomy of superhero book. Too.
Yeah. We got to give that like a proper like
Double,
look through. Yeah. I was going to say like, what happened this past year? That I was like, oh right.
Oh no.
Oh right.
No.
I understand.
Yeah. You left your job?
I did. I left my job for now working for you.
Again. Now you work for me twice.
Sorry, do I work for you here?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Okay. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah,
yes, I work for you now. I work for your marketing agency as a writer, which is a lot of fun for me.
Oh yeah. You've been having a lot of fun.
I legitimately have. I'm enjoying myself a lot.
Yeah.
And it's a fun place to work. So
yeah, we had lots of fun.
Oh God. Jay?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, we're having lots of fun.
Oh, is this where you promise me a promotion and then you withdraw it?
Is that a thing Jay Leno did?
Yeah, where he took back the Tonight
Conan
Show.
O'Brien.
Sorry, did you forget about the Tonight Show debacle?
Well, no, because he didn't offer anything. He walked away.
He said he gave a 5-year notice that he was retiring.
Yes.
And then when he retired, he just took the slot ahead of the Tonight Show. And then he took the Tonight Show back for a bit before they came to Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
Yes. But yes, I switched jobs this year. I bought a new house.
Yeah.
That was this past year.
Wow. Is that only this year?
Well, like not this calendar year, but like
within the last 12 months?
Since the last annual. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bought a new car.
New car.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife has a new job.
Yeah.
The pandemic became like a real like life spring cleaning kind of thing where it like started where it's like a month in we were like, oh, should we see if we can upgrade our phones? And then it was like,
That's right.
I got a new computer, and then we got a new car. We moved, and then it was like, do we get rid of our jobs? And then we kind of just...
That's crazy. Yeah, you've really done... fucking cicada just came out of the ground.
Yeah, we did like a real like top to bottom sort of sweep of things.
I didn't even think about that.
When you put it in context, then you're like, oh man. Yeah.
I've been getting that new house itch, but there's nothing on the market, so it doesn't matter.
And also, like the house you have is pretty good for what you need, and
yeah, but those are all passive words. Pretty good, what I need. Ugh.
You'll never be happy.
Oh, I think it's just the next thing is what'll do it.
Yeah, of course. One more.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a real Hamilton of yourself.
HAMI. Yeah.
No, I just mean you'll never be satisfied. Yeah.
Just one more.
I think I watched Hamilton during the pandemic. Didn't that just happen this past year?
Yeah.
I watched Hamilton.
Supernatural.
I watched Supernatural and we launched that podcast. Yeah, it's been a big year.
Wow. And we're a podcast award winners.
We got nominated for Canadian Podcast Awards.
We won a Canadian podcast.
Almost certainly.
Yeah. There's no possible way.
No.
Anything other.
Definitely not.
We actually won more.
Date of recording.
Yeah.
June 8th.
Yeah.
2021.
Why are you doing that voice?
No, put the Lord into the basket. Because so they don't figure out my identity, and then I realize the rest of it is my voice.
Yeah. But that one part wasn't you. Except for now you saying that.
Oh, fuck. So they can still tie me to it.
Yeah, tie me to it too.
Yeah, we've both fully embraced our fluid sexuality, I think, this past year.
Yeah, only this past year.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you could think of that was sort of big in this past year other than the pandemic?
I don't know. Yeah, I bought a new car.
Yep.
Did I start any new companies this year? I'm on the precipice, but I haven't yet. Yeah.
You're about to.
Yeah. But no, I started working out. That's been a big thing.
Yeah.
Getting swole.
Well,
heading towards swole.
I think you're fit. I don't are you actually moving towards like bulk?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Or shredded.
I mean, okay. I don't think you can handle shredded though. Shredded requires like a level of like meal discipline. I think even you don't want.
You don't think I can dedicate myself with the discipline to do something?
Yes, not that.
No, it's definitely gonna happen.
All right. Listen, if you actually get shredded, I'll be the first to applaud / take a bunch of pictures.
Yeah. Oh no, the pictures will be available.
Yeah, we won't not know.
I almost posted a photo the other day just because I was feeling good. They're coming. Especially after the sexual harassment I received on that 250th episode.
You got some play during our live episode. Yeah, we recorded a live episode via the internet, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, a few days ago.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Lots of good stuff this year.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just jump right in.
Okay.
So every year over the course of the 60 some odd episodes that come out in like a year.
69.
I wonder if it is actually.
That would be fucking awesome.
There's 52 weeks, but we put out extra episodes at Docmas.
Yeah.
And during FANAGAR, it might be 69.
That'd be the best news I'd ever heard. Yeah. And if there's not, we're going to throw a bunch of specials in there just to make it sure.
You know what? With those, it could be 60. We could very well put out 69 episodes in a year, which is incredible.
Nice. For a long time, I only followed 69 people on Instagram. I wonder if that's. I think it actually went down now, but it was at 69 for a really long time.
That's nice.
yeah. It's no, I'm currently at, let's see, 64. Oh, I lost a few.
Follow 5 people.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It's
any
worth
5.
It. Yeah, any 5 doesn't matter. But yeah, over the course of those episodes, we always set aside a few where we like deliberately read a comic, talk about it, craft a theme around it. I just want to go through the reading assignments that we had, including the addition of Prescribed Reading Month, which was new this year.
That's right.
Again, a mark of you being into it now. I want to just go through these.
Yeah.
Just get a sort of summary or your thoughts, and then maybe you could pick like your favorite, your least favorite.
Yeah. That.
Let's start with from issue number 196, Final Crisis. We finally, after years of dancing around it and talking about it sort of on the fringes of episodes, we just did Final Crisis.
Yeah, we did. Fucking book. Holy shit. I mean, look, I liked the symbolism of the book.
Yeah.
I liked the sort of like representation of like depression in there. I thought it was like interesting with like Orion getting shot from the future, and it was like the idea of like the threat of what might happen is the thing that will like destroy you now.
Yeah.
I think that is a nice little package of nice symbolism there.
You really had a moment where you were like putting together your thoughts of Final Crisis, and then someone sent it or whatever.
No,
that Reddit thing where someone went through like the symbolism and stuff like that. You were like, that's exactly where I was going.
Yeah, I was a little bit upset because I was like, I was gonna like be like, I fucking got it. And I was like, this is already fucking.
But you came up with it on your own.
Yeah,
you got there on your own.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I would have made Tesla, but like that guy made it first.
Yeah. Okay.
Totally had that idea.
Yeah, but I mean, considering its reputation and stuff like that, I actually feel like as a reading assignment that one went over pretty well. Considering I often strike out,
especially for a Morrison book, real high concept, a lot of moving parts, but actually like could understand it. Like I enjoyed that book, I would say.
Yeah, nice. Okay, from special number 14, which was the Halloween special.
Yes.
We read the first volume of Gotham by Midnight.
Yeah.
I was surprised by Jim Corrigan and the Spectre and that.
Yeah, I was surprised by this book. It's not like many things I've read. It reminds me a bit of like Dead Man from like the style and the darkness and stuff like that. And a bit like the gothy sort of spooky thing. Yeah,
and the art has similarities to that, like what's his name, Dave McKean, Arkham Asylum.
Exactly, very much like that. It feels like almost like Hellboy in the like supernatural detective agency kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
Getting vibes of that. I mean, and a great introduction for Spectre.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. It did feel like it was heading towards a story, but finding out that there was only really like 2 series with that, like
there's only like another 6 issues.
It's like 12 issues total.
12 issues in an annual.
I'd be curious to see the other half of that, because the first half felt like so much like of a setup. I'm like, you really have got only 6 issues now to like make the rest of a story that feels interesting to me. That was the only part that I was kind of like, I wish you had like gotten to it.
I don't think it was planned as a limited series though. I think that was just like they let them finish the arc, and then they were like,
well, there you go,
sales aren't there, or whatever the thing was.
Yeah, for sure. It was interesting. I liked it fine. Like I thought it was good. I don't think it was something that I would normally pick up.
Yeah. I did like the idea of someone who is not initiated in the supernatural being sent down to be like, what are we paying you for? Like auditing their finances.
Oh, I always
and then doing the ride-along and being like, oh fuck, there's ghosts.
Yeah.
Like I kind of love that idea, especially in a world with superheroes. The idea that like, be like, what do you do? They go like supernatural, and anyone questions it at all. Then he's like, yeah, okay, ghosts. And then he was like, oh shit, like,
ghosts.
Like, oh my god, it's the spirit of the wronged indigenous people that populated where Gotham now is.
The fucking what is it? The Catholic nun.
Yeah, there's the nun. Yeah,
scared the shit out of me. Yeah,
yeah, that was a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
Okay, this is one that you just read on your own, and then we did an episode about it. I never made you do this, but from issue 206, Swamp Thing, Volume 2, number 21. AKA
the anatomy
lesson.
Yeah, I mean, it's the anatomy lesson. It's something you gotta read.
Okay, my God, how far you've come.
It's seminal reading. I wanna.
Oh my God, yeah, inseminal reading. Inseminate reading.
Incestual reading.
Swamp
Thing.
I mean, is he like a step Alec Holland because he's not really Alec Holland?
Yeah, there it is. Come on, it's all right. You're not the real Alec.
You're not my real Alec Holland. Yeah, but what did you think of this one? Again, I mean, because also something like that, we've talked about it a lot before. There's build up, there's expectation and stuff.
I mean, the same thing that I think I said during that, which is like it. I mean, it's a really cohesive Alan Moore book. I mean,
yes.
Which is, I mean, when you just let Alan Moore go crazy, there's some really good stuff in there, but you get a lot of extra shit in there. And I think that having to work within the confines of like an existing, like well-known, I think character offered him sort of the bumpers to be able to do something really interesting and creative. It's when I really like Grant Morrison's work the most too. It's when you actually force them to work within the confines. It's any great artist. It's like you give them confines and that they actually create better works.
Yeah.
And so you get something that's so interesting because he's like, okay, I don't have to like create a backstory. I don't have to create it. So I'm going to reinvent this character because now I have like everything else is already there. You understand the basic tenets of what this character is. So now I can like reintroduce it.
And it's like a very small thing, but it becomes a very big thing. Like, he's not throwing out the other stuff. He's just saying what you thought was not true.
Yeah, but it gives you depth to a character that didn't really have that much before. You were just like, oh, he likes fucking plants. But now it's like, oh, he is plants, which gives you a whole new perspective on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, beautiful art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a great book. It's
Stephen Bissett, I think, artwork. Yeah.
I need to get my hands on one.
Yeah, I've got a couple of like the collected volumes of Saga of the Swamp Thing. And those are worth having. Yeah,
I'd like some singles, but
I have a couple of singles, but I don't have that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From issue 223, which was the end of Docmas.
Yes,
the end of Chicken Nugget Docmas.
Oh my god!
Good lord!
I was listening to this episode today and I was laughing really hard at our intro.
So, oh really?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so at the end of Chicken Nugget Docmas this year, we read the very DC Rebirth Holiday anthology.
I fucking loved this book.
Yeah. Although, as I recall, we really liked like a couple of stories, and then we were like, "Yay!"
Yeah, but that fucking the Wayne and the Kent's book, like the story, like
the one where Damian like buys the gift that Superman's trying to get for John. Yeah,
I fucking love that story.
Yeah,
that was really really good. I mean, the art was beautiful. It was really fun. I like that sort of framing of like Harley.
Yeah,
like set, like introducing you each one almost like a play or something. Yeah.
It was like cutting to the host kind of thing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a special or something.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that one too. All right, on the Harley train.
That's
issue
right.
226, Harley Quinn, Volume 3, number 56.
I didn't read it.
This was the what do they call it, Pettergate or whatever, where it was like about these guys.
It's like men's rights kind of thing.
But it was about who was allowed to sell pets because Harley was like trying to sell puppies or something, and they're like, oh, no, men are just inherently better, and it's a fact. We're better at selling pets. It's such like a ludicrous story, but it also highlights how ludicrous and insane all of that kind of fucking Comicsgate shit is.
So fucking stupid.
It is.
I didn't read it, but it was the concept was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean,
it also didn't really focus on just like Harley being hot. So
I just like and the idea of taking the piss out of anyone who deserves it. Generally, is it like the best Harley story? Absolutely not. But I do have fun with that one.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. This was broadcast from elsewhere in the multiverse. But Special 15 was from our friends on the Parallel Earth of Dank Check.
Yes.
Where it's a blend between us and the Blank Check podcast.
I mean, look, this is one of my favorite books. I mean...
And Superman for All Seasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Which you have, even from the get-go, that was like a book you knew, a book you loved, and it's come up. And we finally got to hear someone talk about it. Yes. It wasn't us, but
Yes. I mean, I love this book.
Yeah.
I love the framing of it. I love
I just love that soft, chunky Tim Sale Superman.
It's my favorite.
So fucking lovable.
It's my favorite way to display Superman.
Yes. Yeah.
I think it's like with the best intentions. And just the farm boy version of Superman, which is my favorite.
Very
version.
Sweet. And
it
has that amazing, I love your costume. Thanks, my mom made it for me. It's got that.
Yeah.
It's got a very cruel Lex in it. Some really good Lex stuff in there.
Yeah.
Just an all around great book. If not slightly depressing moments for Lana Lang and some people like that. But yes, I do very much enjoy that book. Okay, we come to it at last. The prescribed reading month.
Yes.
We don't have to spend too much time on it.
Kicking it up.
From issue number 237, Superman for Tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
I fucking hated this book so much.
It was one of those episodes where it's I actually can't be positive about this.
No, this is probably the most negative we've been about a book.
It broke me a little bit.
I liked the Aquaman marriage more.
Oh yeah, definitely. But this one broke me a little bit. The gall of how brutish and bullyish Superman was.
And the way they treated Wonder Woman.
Fucking eat your pussy. Fuck that shit. Couldn't handle that.
The art sucked.
Art was fine. It's the writing that did me in.
Yeah.
I know you don't like Jim Lee.
Fine.
But again, keep in mind, you picked it.
Art that is okay is worse than bad art.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Because I would rather look at Jim Lee stuff than Liefeld stuff.
No, thank you.
Really? You'd rather see Mr. Can't Draw Feet or Hands than Jim Lee?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'd like something weird and bad more than something that
I think I disagree.
Down the fucking line.
I think I...
But yeah, some fucking people disappear. And he creates a fucking Phantom Zone.
And yes, the missed opportunity of the story, the Superman versus the Rapture or whatever you want to call it.
That's the worst part, was doing such a a great idea and fucking just doing the worst version of it.
Yeah, I think that was the bit that hurt the most. Yeah. Reducing Lois to a fuck doll, basically.
Yeah, especially that one fucking scene.
Yeah. Thanks for boning me, Superman, or whatever the fuck she says.
Yeah, giving me that stiff Rick.
Yeah. What a stupendous railing. It's so dumb.
It's a really bad book.
That fucking stupid ass book.
Yeah.
Okay, next issue 238, Plastic Man on the Lam.
Oh yeah.
We had fun with this.
This was a great story, a great piece
story.
of art,
with a tasteful pussy eating joke.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I'm a bicycle seat.
Yeah.
No, but it was genuinely a more interesting book. The art was so dynamic. It really felt like those old cartoon strips.
Yeah.
There was a lot to like in that story. We got Woozy Winks in there
with a surprisingly dark story. And
actually.
A big surprise with that. I mean, I love that sort of classic.
The whole shit at the funeral with his grieving mother and stuff.
That classic art style of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons and stuff like that. Yeah, I really, really loved that book. I loved everything it was doing. I loved its tonality. Yeah, it was incredible.
A ton of fun, yeah. Issue 239, we talked about Martian Manhunter Volume 2, number 24. Mm-hmm. This is the one where Booster and Beetle hide Jean's Chacos, and he goes into a Hulk rage.
fucking so good.
Very funny to me.
It's so not a great introduction for Martian Manhunter, but it's such a great story if you know Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to sort of go, okay, you know this character, here's this different side of them.
Yeah, and it is always fun because I think he can be this very sort of disconnected or very dour, like my people all kind of thing. It's fun to flip it around and be like,
it's very operatic, I think.
Yeah,
typically.
This thing about him being addicted to Chacos.
It's great.
And then even the Venomy thing where he like separates, he shapeshifts himself out from his addiction, and then the addiction latches onto other people, and you see like what they want most. I enjoyed that a lot too. Like,
awesome.
There's a lot of funny bits in that book.
Great book. Great little book. Like just one issue.
Just a single issue. A little one and done.
You get so much out of it.
Yeah, totally. And then the last sort of prescribed reading that we had in this past year, issue 240, Thriller, Volume 1, Number 1.
Who would have thought?
Well, I mean, you picked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought. But what a like very random thing that no one had ever heard of.
Extremely random.
And then we found all this really interesting backstory behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, all of the stuff about like editors and creative teams changing, and it had such it's Trevor Von Eden, the artist who does not get to get credited as the co-creator of Black Lightning. Some really awesome art in that first issue. And
so much potential.
And it's not like only weird, but it is weird. A lot of potential in there, but it's a very strange book, and this weird corner of DC that like just no one goes back to, because other weird characters pop up again, or people are like, I remember that, and this is just like the sweep it under the rug. We will never speak of it again. No one use it. It's a very odd little corner that's been like sort of completely shunned. It was fun to dive into that for me.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, anytime to like do something weird and unheard of,
and something I knew nothing about.
Yeah,
not even just that like, I kind of know them, but I haven't really read a bunch or anything like that. I was like, this might as well be like an Image comic. Yeah, or like I fucking know nothing here.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was sort of wild for me. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Of all of those, if you have to pick your most favorite and your least favorite. What would you say?
I mean, look, Superman for All Seasons is pretty always like at the top, right?
Nothing dethroned that for you.
I don't think so.
Sure.
For sure. I would say probably directly underneath that might be Swamp Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's up there.
I mean, how could I not, right? Then Superman for Tomorrow.
Really loved its tasteful depiction of women.
Yeah. No, next would be Plastic Man on the Lam, I think.
Yeah.
Just that fucking book, man. It did a lot for me. I really liked it.
I do think you I mean, a lot of people do, but I think you do respond well to things that are just different too, like
totally.
Unique art style or a different kind of like tone or things like
I
that.
take like just something that feels like people are doing something like unique and interesting and of their own voice.
Yeah.
I always appreciate, especially like a pure voice from like a writer or an artist. Like,
well, yeah, and the benefit of that one is that Kyle Baker was doing the script and the art. It was a very cohesive kind of thing for that Plastic Man one. Yeah.
Then I mean, I might say Final Crisis.
Oh yeah, it's in the top half, baby. I'll take it.
Yeah. Then the DC Rebirth Holiday.
Yeah.
Then I'd say Martian Manhunter.
Sure.
Then Thriller.
Okay. Thriller gets above Gotham by Midnight.
Then Gotham.
I'm surprised at how low Gotham by Midnight is here.
Then Gotham by Midnight. Then that Martian Manhunter. And then I guess the book I didn't read. And then Superman for Tomorrow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Superman for Tomorrow.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you all the way down.
Are you listening, Brian Azzarello?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that's our next podcast. We're going to just do like a How Did This Get Made, but for comics.
Yeah, it's just called Fuck You, Azzarello.
Yeah. We just read all of Azzarello's books.
We hate read every issue he's ever written.
Until he comes on, and then we can say it to his face.
And then we kill ourselves in front of him to demonstrate our resolve. Yeah.
We shoot video for it. So we make a demonstration for the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you all the fucking other comic book writers better get in line.
Oh, Jesus.
This is what we're going to be like when we win the awards.
Oh, yeah. Tyrannical, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I want a military parade.
So, that's what we read specifically for the show this past year.
That's right.
But we talked about a lot. Obviously, there are lots of episodes.
Did any of it retain?
Did any of it sink in? And if there was ever a year for it to sink in, it would be this year. And also, I will say, I have never dumbed down my questions more than I have for this year. So I'm trying to meet you, moving up, caring more, and I'm dumbing questions down a bit. I want to see how you handle the annual pop quiz.
Here's what I'll say. During the 250 episode, I did nail the character.
Yeah, well, I mean, nail it. It took you all 4 clues. You barely got it, but...
sorry, I apologize. I wasn't as good as you who got it, right? You got the 250th one?
I mean, I couldn't have picked a character.
You got
other than one of the big 7 with more appearances for you to choose from.
You got it, right? Yeah.
How about you go fuck yourself? Okay, so the pop quiz. This is stuff that we would have talked about in the past year of shows.
Let's see.
So, question number 1. What is the name of the Martian god of fire, war, art, etc.?
I have no idea.
It's like the one Martian god we hear about all the time.
I know. I've heard of it. I don't know it.
It's also the name of the curse that wipes out the Martians.
No, I don't know.
Hranmir.
Sure. That sounds familiar.
Off to a bad start here. Ooh.
Look, I don't remember things. This is the one skill that you have and I don't.
The one. Yeah. Okay.
The one skill.
Question number 2.
Okay.
Flex Mentallo.
Oh, I remember him.
Has like a secondary moniker, like how Superman is sometimes called the Man of Steel or Batman is sometimes called the Dark Knight. What is it?
Muscles McGee.
On the right track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to give it another go? Flex Mentallo is also known as the
Strongman.
Man of Muscle Mystery.
Yeah, it's close enough.
All right. Question number 3.
Okay.
Easiest one that I did.
Oh, yeah.
What's the plot of Final Crisis?
I said this already a little bit. Basically, Orion was killed from the future.
Yeah.
And they found like the anti-life equation and enslaved to the whole world.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, and the monitor. There's a dark monitor feeding on the multiverse. Yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah.
You got the big points. You got anti-life equation.
Like a guy.
Somehow didn't mention Darkseid at all.
I was trying to remember his name. I was like, it's not Trigon. I'm like, it's not Deimos.
Who's the big guy with the glove? What's his name? Hamos?
Yeah. Hand guy?
Very funny.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the books that Gail Simone is known for is a team of ragtag heroes and villains forced by circumstance to work together against their will. But it's not the Suicide Squad. What is the name of the team? It's the Secret Six.
Oh, that's what I was gonna right on the tip of my tongue.
There was more recognition there when I said it than there has been. So I'll consider that close. Okay, next question.
Okay,
can you name the main Dark Multiverse Batman from Dark Knight's Metal?
Oh,
so they're like each one is a sort of combo of Batman and another thing, and they each have names.
Yeah.
Can you name any or all of them?
Batman Who Laughs, I know that one.
Definitely.
Yeah. Bat Sam.
Brian, Alan,
It's for Tim.
Batman Who Laughs, definitely.
Okay, can you name the combinations? Maybe that'll help.
Sure. There's one that is Batman and Doomsday.
No idea.
Okay. That's the Devastator.
Sure.
There's one that is Batman with the power of Ares.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's the Merciless.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to get any of these.
You might get one. There's one that I think you might get.
Okay.
There's a Batman and Flash, occupying the same body.
Bash.
It's
Flat.
Franklin and Bash.
Flat.
The Flat. It's the Red Death.
Oh, okay.
Batman and Green Lantern.
Grat.
He's the Dawnbreaker.
Oh, okay.
This is the one I think you might get because we
Okay.
did talk about it a bunch. He's got a cool name.
Yeah.
Batman and Cyborg.
Bot.
Botman. My son's name is also Botman.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's the Murder Machine.
Oh, that's a fucking sweet name.
And then Batman and Aquaman.
Oh, yeah. No idea.
It's the Drowned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Batman Who Laughs counts, though. That's
Yeah,
good.
I got one.
It's not nothing. Okay, next question.
Mm-hmm.
What is Egg Foo's real name?
I don't think I should say it.
I mean, it's better than Egg Foo.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have no idea.
Oh, God. What were you going to say?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's Chang Tzu. Jesus, what were you going to... Why?
What?
Oh, my God. Why did you do a drawing?
Does it start with dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun?
Jesus Christ. Here's one you can definitely get.
Okay. Yeah, it seems way too confident for
You
how I've gone so far.
you better get this one.
Oh,
for the
no.
amount of energy that has been spent around this topic.
Uh-huh.
Who is Black Lightning's arch enemy?
Tobias?
Yes, Tobias Whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Albino.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that.
I know books.
Okay, following the death of Superman,
That's
who
right.
are the 4 pretenders who take up the mantle during Reign of the Supermen?
Oh, shit. I remembered them, but I don't remember them.
You must be able to guess one of them.
One of them's an African-American fellow.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't remember what's his name.
Had his own movie.
Yeah. Oh, Steel?
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
I got one.
You should be able to get one more.
The most important one I got.
Yeah.
Kal-El? His son? Connor?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Con-El, yes.
Con-El.
Yeah, Superboy. So we
Yeah.
got Steel, Superboy.
Yeah.
Do you want to try for the other two?
Was it the Chinese Superman?
No, that he comes along way, way, way later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cyborg Superman
Oh, that's right.
and the Eradicator.
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
2 out of 4 ain't bad, baby.
Next question.
Uh-huh.
What are some examples of classic Loboisms?
Bastich.
Yeah.
That's really the one I know.
Yeah.
Oh, did you say skis?
Well, yeah, I think you're thinking of Keezy Fem.
Keezy Fem, that's
Yep.
the one. Yeah. That's all I got.
He frags.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Or he says fragging.
Yeah, he does say fragging.
That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's all very good. All right. This one's further from it. I'm thinking now even, yeah.
Huh?
Okay. When Buddy Blank calls on his satellite to beam down his powers, he becomes what classic Jack Kirby superhero?
Adam Strange?
No.
Oh. Shazam?
No.
I don't know.
OMAC.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Brother Eye, the satellite sends the
Yeah.
powers down.
No.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
You should get this one.
We'll see.
What is Maxwell Lord's superpower?
Isn't he just... Well, I don't... Is it the same one from the movie?
No.
Oh, well, then that makes things complicated.
But it is in that Martian Manhunter comic we were talking about.
Oh, he's like mind control?
Yes, exactly. And the more he has to do it, the more his nose bleeds. That's the sight gag in that is that all of the rage thing is happening outside. You see all the blood come out his nose.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just a couple more questions here. What is the name of the guy who wants to eat Wonder Woman's pussy in Superman for Tomorrow?
Oh, it's like something like Combat Carl or something. It's like Sergeant something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's either Sergeant or Mr. Or.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Or, I'll eat your pussy.
Oh, God. Okay, this is a legitimately tough one that actually even I am going to look up.
Oh, my God.
Because...
son of a bitch.
Yeah. How many members of the 7 Seconds can you name? And what are their powers?
Oh, my God. Literally Thriller. That's who I've got.
Yeah. But what's Thriller's power? What's Angie Thriller's power?
I fucking making swirls. I don't remember. She can get real big.
She can become one with any inanimate object.
Oh yeah. I don't remember the rest of them. Holy shit.
We had Beaker Parrish.
Yeah.
He's the 7 foot tall redheaded priest that can fly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do remember
that. Crackerjack is
Crackerjack.
Crackerjack is a pickpocket. Data is the guy that's like fused to that limo. He's like a living computer kind of thing that says I have 250 megabytes of RAM or whatever the fuck he says.
Yes.
Yeah. Proxy has a synthetic spray on skin that can create new disguises. There's Salvo. Remember Tony Salvatini?
Oh, of course. Yes.
He's a great marksman. Yeah. All right. 2 more questions here.
Okay.
Second last question. How many hosts of heaven are there?
I don't know who. What? Is the Spectre a host of heaven?
No. So host as in like an army. How many like a host of men or things? That's a yeah.
What?
How many hosts of heaven are there?
7.
No, there's 4.
I just figured it maybe
that's a reasonable guess.
It's a DC number that seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah. Jeff Johns didn't do this one.
Yeah.
Though,
okay.
Okay. Last question.
Okay.
Name 3 major characters, or just any character, frankly, who come from or are connected to the Vega system.
There's so many too, isn't there?
There's a few. There's at least a couple that we talk about a lot.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you one.
Starfire.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Larfleeze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. He was a dick there.
The Omega Men.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, I won't tell you how you did. How about that?
You do this every year. It goes the same way.
I can't.
Nothing goes in here. It all comes out.
I do appreciate that at least you pay attention in the moment, even if none of it sticks.
Yeah, none of it. I can tell you basic ideas of things that I've read, but I can't give you any specific details. I do not have the memory you do.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Well, on that note, I'm going to jog your memory.
Oh, no.
Of some of the new guests that we had this past year.
Oh, yeah. We had some great guests.
We had some returning guests. We had lots of new guests. A thing that I felt good about was having some more creators on and managing to have more like female guests on, which was not like a thing we were deliberately not doing, but for some reason it just
God, we got your emails. Fuck.
Yeah, we did it begrudgingly. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so we've got a little montage put together of some fun moments with the new guests that joined us in the past years. Here we go.
Welcome, Steve Orlando.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. And not only MegaCon, but I used now I can't even remember the name, but the Galactus that's just an interior designer.
Mr. Nebula?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like, oh my god. So yeah, I was like, I want to use these characters. This is the book. Like, if anyone was going to be haggling to sell the DC Universe in a fire sale, it would be MangaCon.
Yeah.
And if anyone was thinking to buy it, yes, Mr. Nebula is thinking about buying it and remodeling the whole thing.
Today we are joined by hosts of the hit podcast, Hey Riddle. It's Adel and Aaron.
Hello.
I just thought of the grossest joke I've ever come to my brain. No, you asked me in a year, and I'll say it.
Is it Suck My Wick?
No.
What is it?
Wax me off?
Honestly, it is so much grosser. It's just a lyric from that song that's real. I don't want. I'm
Try the gray
embarrassed
stuff,
now.
it's delicious.
That's it. That's the one.
Today we are joined by podcaster, director, model, kung fu instructor, Mimi Chan.
That's quite an intro. Thank you so much.
Are the Amazons doing good?
Right. Because they have all these principles. They're fighting. I mean, they're ready for battle, but if the battle's never there, so it's like, why are you always preparing? There has to be something in the back of your mind, because one doesn't just train with no focus.
Today we are joined by writer and story editor of Doom Patrol, Shoshana Sachi. I fuck up the first one, really? After asking about the second one,
definitely like dealing with something that was so, I guess, sensitive with, that scene with Rita and him. And we wanted it to be very non-exploitive. It's not about him, it's about her. So that's kind of where that came from. And I think he's that kind of guy anyway. Even Cliff, who might have had some toxic masculinity back in the day. The nice thing about his character is that even though he might still make certain mistakes, he might still be a bit of a guy's guy, he wants to learn and wants to become better.
the blast from our past podcast.
Hello.
Thank you.
Give me my muscles. I want muscles on muscles on muscles in my comic books. And I
Get some
think
thick
maybe-
daddies in there.
With three C.
Absolutely.
Big Daddy Bane is what I need.
We are joined by host of comics, culture, and cosplay podcast, Josh Winchester.
Gentlemen, but you need Alan, you need Ted, and you need Jay to be there to offer not just your typical mentor-mentee wisdom, but because they are also formidable characters in their own right.
And for this episode, we are joined by one of our favorite fathers, Mr. Dave Rossi. Thank you so much for joining us, Dave.
Thanks for having me back, guys. His version of Aquaman's a little too frat boy for me. It kind of struck me as the same tone as Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern.
We are joined by comedian and host of the Goods from the Woods podcast, Rivers Langley.
Hello. Because Nightfall's like kind of a groundbreaking storyline, I suppose, and they obviously brought it, they tried to restore Bane as best they could in easily the worst Christopher Nolan movie ever made.
Today we are joined by the host of Android's amazing podcast, it's Hunter Van Clearo.
Oh, you got the name right. Wow.
That's some bullshit.
He
Yeah.
eventually starts getting crazier and crazier as the comic goes on. He starts off looking trim, and then by the second volume, he's wearing the leather jacket, his hair is all messed up, he's got a little bit of stubble because he slowly started to go crazy, because the first volume was taken in face value, and people were like, nah, make it crazy again.
Today we are joined by the writers of the audio drama King Kirby, based on their play of the same name. It's Fred Van Lente and Crystal Skillman.
Hello.
Howdy.
Where did we just see the baby demon, by the way? It was so
In on the Justice League cartoon.
Oh my gosh,
When
baby
Morgan Le
demon.
Fay turns them all, the Jack Kirby design of Morgan Le Fay in the Justice League, I think it's Justice League Unlimited,
Yeah.
turns them all into babies. And
DC Comics columnist Alex Jaffe. Thank you for joining us, Alex.
Welcome.
Hi. Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here. Oolong Island I kind of rank below that because the whole character of Chang Tzu is kind of racist. It's a little disgusting.
Yeah, so
But they tried to fix
AKA Egg Foo.
Egg Foo. They tried to fix it.
no.
Huge part of 50s.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why even just let it die on the vine? Today we are joined by hosts of the Pop Capsule podcast, Evan and Mallory. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey guys, I like that the comic the Asker was like, hey, I haven't gotten to the part where he fucks a lot yet. Is that coming?
Because I don't know if I want to keep reading this.
Yeah, I want to know my investment. Like, how much farther do I gotta get?
There you go.
Look at that.
I think my favorite little moment out of all of that was the one with Adel and Aaron. To try the gray stuff, it's delicious. All the fucking Lumiere shit in that episode makes me laugh a lot.
That's my favorite thing that happened this year was that fucking Lumiere thing.
that episode was a ton of fun. But yeah, so many new guests. And again, those were just the new guests. We also had lots of like our old friends and sort of classic guests, people like, Keith Carey, Kyle Clark, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun this year. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
Super happy with it all.
Yeah.
Look at that. Never again. No more guests.
That's right. For this year, we're going dry.
Yeah, we're just sticking it in.
Oh, no.
Because we're award winners.
Oh, no. I don't like this.
You're lucky to even get to hear the two of us.
Oh,
I wouldn't want to water it down by putting anybody else in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. I was like, what happens? I thought you were the bad guy.
Yeah. I am the good guy.
Wait. Oh, yeah, the bad guy always thinks they're the good guy.
We said the same thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, well, with that, why don't we get into... We got questions for this episode.
We did. We got lots of them, actually.
Even though we're already an hour in, we got a ton of questions.
It's an annual.
Yeah.
It's not like that annual, too, where it's out of order, misedited, and it's still 4 hours long. So this is fine.
Yeah, I never went back and fixed that, did I?
No, and I haven't either. And it's lost to time now.
You shouldn't be going that far back anyways.
Sorry, we keep moving up the goalpost of when people should go back.
Spotify had it right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's get into today's questions.
Sure.
Which means we're heading on over to Facebook.
Going to the face and the book, going to the Facebook. I guess we should mention that, like, these questions are just about anything.
Yeah, they were non-DC related, I think, specifically.
Yeah.
First one comes from Felicia Bailey Cashin, who asks, do you have any tips for an up-and-coming nerdy podcast?
That's right. Felicia is one of the hosts of the Nerdy North.
Yeah.
A different nerd podcast, also from the Yukon.
Holy shit.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's unfortunate their podcast was ended because there can only be one.
we have to Highlander challenge them.
Yeah. Sorry, Felicia.
This is how she finds out.
Yeah. We pulled the plug.
Oh, no. Yeah, we got a lot of pull over at Apple.
Yeah, us and big podcast awards are coming for you.
Yeah, we're lobbyists for big podcasts. Yeah. What sort of tips or advice would you give?
Yeah.
I think they're like a dozen or so episodes in. If you could go back, even just to reframe it, like go back to us a dozen episodes in, what's the sort of piece of advice you might give about like doing a show?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of the same advices that I give to people like during our workshops and things like that we've done, which is, I mean, one, develop a structure.
Yeah.
Even if you don't stick heavily to it, having a thing to know what's coming next will give you the comfort to be able to continue to keep talking.
Yeah, you can tell if something's feels like you're spending too much time on it or not enough. Or you have some. It's what we were talking about with Morrison and people like that. It gives you some bumpers.
Yeah.
And then you can move around and play around within that.
Yeah. Even if, whether that's segments, whether that, like, no matter what the format is, having some idea of a structure of what you're doing, even if it's not something that you verbally, like, say.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's just in your head, it's like, this is how I talk about a subject, is I'll hit these points.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, every piece of like media for the most part is some sort of form of storytelling. So if you frame it in your head like you're doing storytelling, you'll understand how to give information, whether that's technical information, whether that's like fun information. Framing it as a story is going to be the thing that will just make it easier for you to figure out how to talk about
conducting an interview, all those things.
Yeah, if you were conducting an interview, it's like, how do you want to tell that story of the thing that you're asking about? You're probably going to start with like asking them how they got into the thing, and then talking about sort of their development through that, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about storytelling. So I think those are the big ones, and then the other piece is really cultivating a community.
Yeah.
Whether you've got 2 fans or 2,000 fans, that community is going to be the thing that will make you want to keep doing it, and make your fan base want to keep coming back. I think it was one of the biggest things that we invested in from the beginning, which was rather than just like speaking into a microphone and putting it out into the world, we like created a format that would actually engage the people that had listened to us. So they felt part of it. And so they were invested into it. It's like giving shares of your company to your employees or something. Like when they feel like they're just as invested as you are, they're going to be more willing to share it to other people and give you reviews and like help you every single week.
I think the one that I always come back to, the bit of advice, is the let it grow and develop on its own.
Yeah.
Don't try and like outsmart yourself, because that was the piece that tripped us up in the beginning. Was we were like, what do we like in other podcasts? And it's like they have running jokes, and like we like a lot of improv sort of inspired podcasts. It's like they got characters that drop in and stuff like that. So we was like, well, we need all of it out the gate.
Yeah.
Which is, we got there anyway, but we did that. It was better when it just developed, because we had a rapport, because we were more comfortable, because we had a format, because we had a community, because we had those other pieces. Just like, so you have the format to kind of guide you in that, but then also just let it grow on its own. Don't try and anticipate what you think the thing is going to be. Just, it'll happen when it happens, or it won't. But either way, you got to trust that what you're doing is the way you're supposed to be doing it. You know, like I think that was like a confidence thing too for us in the beginning, which is like, if we hide behind these other things, then if it sucks, it's not really us, you know. And I think you have to take the little risk of just being like, do people actually enjoy us first? And then the other accoutrement come after.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if you enjoy the thing you're making, there's an audience for it out there, right? Yeah. I think if you feel uncomfortable or you feel like you're constantly questioning the things that you're doing, well, everyone else is going to feel the same way. Develop it in a way that, to the point where it feels casual and easy. Yeah. That's when you're going to feel comfortable. That's when you're going to put out your best thing. There's going to be an audience for it out there. If you like something, someone else, there's going to be a ton of people out there who are going to like that thing too.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Next question comes from, dude, Trey Shove.
We haven't seen you in for fucking ever.
Oh, so long.
We thought you got carried away by the riptide.
I thought you got bashed against the rocks.
We saw you go down. You never came back up.
Well, but here you are.
We cried for you, man.
Yeah, I put my board in the sand for you.
Yeah, we committed your ashes. Well, we just got a bunch of sand because we couldn't find your body, but we committed the sand back to the great beyond.
We really felt it was like you, though.
It was like you were there.
And now you're here.
Trey
Shove asks, what about the podcast are y'all most proud of? I know I'm not alone in my love and appreciation for what you guys do.
Probably crushing the competition at the Canadian.
Yes. The dominance.
Yeah. I love the vindication of our righteous rule.
Finally.
Oh, no. I think sort of similar to the stuff that we were saying before. I think I'm just proud of, like, that we've got our sort of, like, dedicated group of lovable weirdos. You know, like, I enjoy that a lot. I really love the Doc Scored. I have a lot of fun over there. I like, you know, people chiming in on Twitter, or people say, like, thought of you, send you stuff, like, little pictures or whatever. Like, I think that's what I'm most proud of. It's nice. That community piece is a big one. It's very fun to have people that, especially it's that weird internet thing of like, these are not people that like I've even seen in real life for the most part.
Yeah.
But some of us I consider to be quite close, even like without like talking about, you know, like someone like, I'll just throw, I'm not going to name everyone, but I'll just throw a name out there. Someone like Dave Rossi.
Yeah.
Is like someone that I feel we're pretty close to. And every once in a while, one of us will send a message being like, you know, thinking about you and stuff like that. And it's just, and what did it come from? It came from like, oh, I like Superman. I'll listen to this. These guys are dumb, but they're fun. Like,
yeah. And then we were like, oh, you worked on fucking Star Trek.
Like, oh my God, can we geek out with you? You know, like, that sort of mutual interest kind of thing is a lot of fun.
Definitely. Yeah. I think for me, it's like it's a little bit of validation that the things we think are funny are like other people agree with.
Right. Yeah.
Like our personal like insanity is something that actually like is like reflected back at us, and
yes, yeah. Well, it's certainly reflected back at us. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
That I think like the people that are listening are also like us. I think because I mean, there's always that fear of like you create an art form and then the people that aren't like you like that thing.
Yeah, sure, right. Yeah, I think we have done a pretty good job of steering the ship towards like-minded.
But like doing really stupid shit, but then also doing things in a sort of like in inclusive way.
Yeah,
while being very exclusive.
I feel relatively proud. I mean, sometimes I think we get the doubt of like are we even close to being the right kind of tone or kind of like community? And I feel very good when other people come in and say like that they feel included or things like that. That makes me feel good, because in the midst of all of our weird fucking cuck jokes and shit like that, it means that like people are getting what we're really about.
They're speaking
through
the same language.
Like something like sincere about us is making it out through all of the fucking other shit. Like,
As deep as I try to bury it.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave Facebook and head on over to Twitter.
Twitter.
First question comes from Rick to the E, who asks, there seems to be a retcon in your previous episodes. I swear there used to be 3 voices on Dr. DC, but now you claim there's always only been 2. Is this a result of the Mandela effect or perhaps a flashpoint? Just checking continuity.
No retcon.
I think we've been pretty open that
it's happened. It happened sequentially, and it was an accident. It was a
accident,
hydrogen related accident.
Yeah.
As you do.
I mean, go to the tapes.
Yeah,
they're there.
Yep, and they haven't been doctored. Because how could they be?
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Doctoring a tape? Yeah, like as if I have the skill to edit and splice and realign things. Like I would swipe a magnet over an incriminating part I wasn't capable of editing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if those things would work, but it's certainly not part of it. Yeah, no, there used to be 3 of us.
Yeah.
Until that unfortunate accident.
Yeah. Yeah, real unfortunate.
But yes, thank you for checking in on the continuity. As you know, I respect canon.
Oh, are you into the lore of something?
Yeah.
Anybody who's into the lore of this podcast, you are respected at least by the Doctor.
Well, let's not push it. I respect your mission, if not you.
Yeah, you still listen to a bad show.
We say these things, but I love our community. It's like, oh, I don't respect you.
No, God, no. Keep giving me money.
Sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah. All right, let's leave this to the next question.
All right.
From Braydon. It doesn't say yes to Donkey Rises, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, it does. It's right there.
Not to me.
Well, then you copied it wrong because I have it in there.
I did it. I just forgot to bold that part. Braydon, yes, the donkey.
Admit it. The thing you're most proud of is that Braydon ruined his life changing his Twitter handle to this dumb joke.
I bet he gets laid because of that.
He just goes to the bar and he goes, "You want to see my Twitter handle?" And he shows it. They're like, "Take me."
Yeah. Sploosh.
Yeah.
Who
I've already come once.
Yeah. Let's see if you can make it a second. Braydon asks, when can we expect your Dean Doctor fan fiction? Can we get a sneak peek at the story? I mean, I've already gotten a sneak peek. There's a visual representation of it.
Yeah, I mean, too many people in the Yukon have gotten more than a peek at it.
I mean, when you consider how many people live here, it's a high percentage.
I know, that's what I mean.
It's like 1% of the Yukon.
I'm not super pleased about it. Yeah.
And a few outside of the Yukon.
Like people I work with now.
Oh, yeah. Everyone
like
who you work
co-workers.
with. Besides Peter. That feels bad. I feel like Peter should see it.
No, absolutely not.
It'll make the bear den tighter.
I mean, listen. Tighter is the one thing that image did not need. Probably barely handle it as it was. Yeah, did you write some Dean Doctor fan fiction? Obviously, I'm not writing fan fiction about myself. I'm not a fan of myself.
No, you only write it about Frasier.
Yeah. I've talked about that here. Yeah.
We that's well trodden territory.
That I wrote the porn spec script for Frasier.
I have not read. Maybe that will be Docmas.
I mean, I'd prefer that to last year's gift. At least
maybe I'll get an animated video.
It's written. It's like effort was put in.
Maybe animators.
Effort on your part. I mean,
yeah. I mean, there looked like there was some effort on your part.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, just trying to fit it. Yeah. Stop encouraging him, Braydon. Jeez Louise.
Yeah. This is my boy. I'm sorry. Or my them. What's a good term?
Hashtag cancel Richard.
We're long past that.
That's true. If it didn't happen, was it? I can't remember if it's a question in here or not, or maybe it was on the Doc Squad. Someone like proposed that we run for government. I was like, "You guys listen to the podcast. You know why we can't run for office." Yeah.
Trust me, I've thought about it, and then I realized it's really not. I think I'm beyond that.
Absolutely not.
There's a lot of scrubbing that's going to have to happen if you want to lose the rest of those episodes.
Yeah, I got to stay on the outside. I think I'll take it down from the outside.
That's right.
Yeah, with my podcast.
I mean, we do get to take it from the inside. We do work with the government sometimes. Yeah. Can't wait for that new campaign we're going to submit.
Oh, God.
I mean, we already got the Who Needs the D. Yeah, like, that's a classic Yukon advertisement. All right, let's go to the next question from Alexander the Alex, who asks, what are your top 3 favorite current ongoing series outside the big 2?
Oh, Jesus.
You're reading new stuff.
I am, but even I'm like a couple of years behind on a lot of things. I'm not sure if the things I'm reading are still like necessarily ongoing.
Oh.
What I will say is like I only just read House and Powers of X, which was like the series that kicked off the sort of new era for the X-Men. I haven't like... but then there's like 6 or 7 series that spring out of that, and then there's like new ones pop up. Like I think there's a new one that's just like kicking off now.
Yeah.
If we're considering that, like even though they have different titles and numbers and stuff, to be kind of like a contiguous thing, if it's anything like House and Powers, which I quite enjoyed, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Crossover, that's a big one from Image Comics.
Oh, okay.
Really like Crossover. That's an awesome series that people should be reading. Do you have one?
No, I'm not reading anything ongoing.
I read the first issue of the new Shadow Man from Valiant. I don't think it was quite... It was fine. I don't think it was quite where I wanted it to be, but I haven't read subsequent issues yet. So it's possible that one is solid, because you do know I love me some Valiant sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially Shadow Man, yeah.
Yeah. No, we're not big outside of the big 2.
I shouldn't say that those are like top 3 though, because I literally barely named 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not... When I do tend to read things outside of DC, they're either older series or the things that aren't necessarily still ongoing or whatever. I'm not always jumping over to the other current things. So that's a tough question, but yeah, I guess those.
Yeah, I mean, I have some stuff that isn't DC, like, I mean, like some of the Lemire stuff, but
those are all like limited things.
Yeah, nothing ongoing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you have anything you want to recommend us,
yeah,
absolutely. Something that's ongoing that's really cool. Yeah.
Totally.
I'd love to read that Invincible series that that Kirkman's done, or some of his other stuff.
Is that comic still going?
I don't know. I mean, it's Kirkman, so probably, but
maybe. Yeah. I mean, there's like 30 trades or something. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Next comes from the Big D.
Oh God.
Yeah. He dropped this D, and what comes out of it?
So viscous.
Yeah, a viscous question saying, 1, will you come to Comic-Con? Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, once all of the world is sort of over its shit a little bit.
Right now, the world is a vampire.
Sent to drain.
But
secret destroyer.
We don't even care.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
I absolutely would love to go to Comic-Con. I mean, Living in the Yukon is the closest I've ever been to like being near. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in the right time zone.
Yeah.
now.
Maybe we'll go to Vancouver Comic-Con.
Yeah, I mean, I think this question might have specifically been about San Diego.
I'd love to.
Eventually, yes. When? Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's definitely on my list, and it's a thing I want to make happen.
Yeah, when they give us a live panel.
Yeah, and not before.
No. Come on, get off your asses. You know we're our award winners.
Yeah. Where's my caviar?
Yeah. And the second part of this question, if you did a one-man play, which character would you pick?
Like of existing actual like one-person shows?
I mean, I'm going to say if it's based on our characters from the show.
Oh, I just thought it was like
but maybe,
I can't say like Crap's Last Tape by Samuel Beckett.
I mean, you can.
I love Crap's Last Tape. It's an incredible one-person show.
Yeah. I would do an Alfred Begins, like one-man show.
One man? We barely got it out. 2-man.
I mean, I think I could take more than 2, man.
Which again is not a one-man show.
I mean,
although
one man's doing a lot of the work.
Although, you know, to become one.
Yeah. Oh. Never need love. Now I'm back for more. Wanna make love to ya, baby.
I almost said, gonna make love to your anus. Right, but if we're picking like a character from the show to do a one-person show, I mean, I would pick Jean Valjean Jean's.
Oh yeah,
Le Dernier des Entre deux Hommes de Mars. Yeah. I think I would do a one-person, a one-person Jean Valjean Jean's show.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
I'd like that. Yeah.
And you're sorry, you're committed to Alfred?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
Not Logan from the Bayou?
Oh, I don't think I could do that for a whole hour.
I don't think I ever could sit through it.
No, I don't think so. Not
either. Oh, the show were a lot of fun people where I used to grow up.
That's very funny. Oh, let me take you back into time. Had about 69 years ago.
That's very fun. 69 years ago?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. All right, next question. From Chad Bokelman.
Bokel.
Who asks, I'd honestly like to know your ideas on successfully networking a podcast. Do you pay for your social media ads? How do you approach guests? How do you get a hold of interview subjects? How do you non-cringe farm reviews, new listens, etc.?
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but a lot of the answers that I would honestly give to these, for example, like, do you consider it non-cringy for us to, at the end of every episode, beg and plead for reviews? And like debase ourselves, we like we literally got tattooed, because we got like marked. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's fun and funny, but I also don't know that that's not cringy.
We had sex.
I don't think we told anyone that for the reviews.
Was that not?
I think we have to do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, but this time with the camera on.
Oh, they was on.
Oh, okay.
That's just good in my private collection.
On Twitch.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that kind of thing, I don't know that we aren't cringy, but I do think that I do think there's a certain thing where it helps that we are almost visible parodies of ourselves. So we just lean in. Like, it's awkward to ask for that shit, but it's helpful for the show. So we just like, now we just have to be craven about it. Now we like,
it is a craven act, so you may as well make it feel
just
craven.
Embrace it. Be like, listen, if we get 200 reviews, I will suck my own dick. You know, like, just do what. Like, no one's gonna call you. No one's gonna go like, I'm taking my review back. You didn't suck his own dick. Like, just, you know, like I think we just lean into it now and have fun with that shit. I mean,
but like also gamifying anything is a thing that's really helpful.
Do you want to speak to social media ads? Because I feel like that's a thing we
did in the beginning.
We did do in the beginning.
Yeah.
I've since basically just like abandoned.
Yeah. No. I'm happy with who we have. Let's close the gate. I I did it in the beginning. I don't really do it now. I used to boost some of our posts. I did a little bit of like targeted advertising in like states where I found that they were a higher audience, like Texas and stuff I would do.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it helped a bit, but I found that the things that were helping even more were like being part of conversations that we're having on the internet already.
Yeah, the organic thing always.
Yeah, that tends to be the thing that's more positive. I mean, how often do you really respond to a digital ad? I mean, as somebody who literally their career surrounds around digital advertising, the amount of people, the amount of like initiative that needs to happen before someone actually clicks an ad is pretty high.
Yeah.
You need to give them something, or it needs to be something that they already really wanted,
or they need to see it so insufferably regularly.
Yeah.
And like podcasts don't have that money.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it's one thing where you see an Instagram ad for Coke and you're like, oh yeah, like I'll click on this. But you've also seen Coke in the store. You've seen the billboards. You've seen those things. You've been thinking about it all fucking day. You heard the jingle on the radio or whatever. And then you get to it on Instagram and you go, yeah, I'll click. Like there's a lot of attrition in that kind of thing that like podcasts don't have the resources for.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we gave up.
Yeah, I just wasn't seeing the return that I wanted from it. And I found that the better approach was to try to force yourself into the conversations that were already happening.
Yeah.
So finding unique ways to sort of like post yourself into places, or I mean, using some meta tags helps occasionally, I think, but more importantly, it's about being a thing that is worth talking about.
I wouldn't even say that I don't even know that I consider I run our social media for the most part. I don't know that I would consider myself that you think of some of the people on comics Twitter who are like out there posting big threads. They got thoughts, the real positive ones, people like Adam talking Superman or something like that. Like, like there's a lot of effort that goes into that. I don't do anywhere near that shit, but like I'll bomb in and make a joke. And I think that is on brand. So then when people come in, if they do check out the podcast, they go like, I know what I'm expecting. This guy made a joke.
Exactly.
So I think that is a big piece of it. I mean, that ties into the how we approach guests sort of thing. I have a little bit of a history of
shoot your shot,
shooting my shot, of being I'm not in people's faces.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I approach a guest, I say, oh my God, we're big fans. We would really appreciate, like, I could be sincere, but I also have a bit of a streak of just going like, the kind of like the suck my dick at 200 reviews thing would be like if I get Steve Orlando on the show, then I will. But or someone like posted just like a thing on Twitter, which is like they were just posting like a meme thing, like quote RT and shoot your shot. And I was like, all right, fine. I want to talk to Steve Orlando, and he was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah,
it just worked that time because he was feeling generous. It was a meme thing that was going around. It wasn't just me out of nowhere. Like there were things that aligned that made stuff like that happen. Or getting the Telly Boys on our podcast network was literally, they said we're looking for a podcast network, and they were saying it like as a joke because their whole thing was about breaking off from the Toe Boys. And then I just sent a message and I was like,
if you actually want to do
listen, if you want it, we're here. We're small, but we'll fight for you.
Yeah.
And they just thought it was funny that it's like, we've never heard of these people.
No,
that's the funniest possible
Yeah.
network choice for us is like not Earwolf or like, you know, shit like that. So sometimes you just got to go for it. It doesn't like, I don't have like 100% batting record or something,
Oh,
right?
God,
it
no.
barely ever works.
25%,
But when it does, it's really gratifying. It's a lot of fun.
And I think from the other thing, it's about one, like using the guests that you have had and you, building off of their network. Often what I'll do is I'll listen to the podcast of the people that have come on the show and then listen to their guests. And often we'll go like, hey, you were on that show. We're friends with that person. Would you be interested in coming on our show?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that.
A little bit of that. And then the other thing is just finding like untraditional, like don't go for the big people. Start small and then work your way up.
And I think our thing too is we very pointedly, I think, now see ourselves as a comedy podcast about comics, as opposed to a comic podcast. So you know, like I think as a comic podcast, there's people expect that it's like you will have comic people on, and those people get busy and they can be hard to book, and
as we've seen
stuff like that. You know what I mean? We've definitely had that. I mean, at this point, we'll never get him now because he's too busy.
I mean, after the success of the show, he's gonna get really.
But
mirror.
But because we sort of view ourselves slightly differently, we sometimes get comic creators on. And then we also just get like
Comedians.
other podcasters, or we just get funny people that we like, or stuff like that. And I think that broadened it too, and that really helped.
And then I think the final piece is sort of that we have a format that's not set up where you have to be an expert or like have a lot of passion for something. Like we're very much about like being inclusive, and so whether you've read a single book or you're really into one character or you've got as much knowledge as the Doctor, like for me, it's about like, hey, is there a thing that you might be interested in? Is there a way that we can develop a theme around it? Because it's like, we'll find a way to make an episode for you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's a teaching opportunity, and we just want to like fuck around. Like typically, that's how I get anybody into it. I go, look, we've got somebody who knows everything. Just come around and fuck around for an hour, and we'll create an episode.
Listen, there'll be fun learn stuff in there, but it's also just fun to riff. Like that's the thing I like. Yeah, I don't think there's like a cut and dry way to go about it, but I think the big one is weirdly, the less we tried, not that we don't put ourselves out there.
Sincerity.
But the less hard we pushed.
Yeah.
The easier it sort of came for us.
Yeah. Sincerity is the thing that goes a really, really long way, which is just like hey, I like your thing. It'd be cool if you can do it, and then just like walk away. And if they don't respond, it's fine.
Oh God, are we pitching negging?
Yeah.
Just ignore them.
Yeah.
You get a message, don't respond.
Yeah. Tell them that they like their last book wasn't great, but they enjoy one of them. Please don't. I mean, it'd be great if you passed out on our 4th year anniversary. Very conducive of this past year.
Complete visual joke I just did.
Yeah,
on an audio podcast.
That's fine. 4 years.
We're the people you want advice from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next question.
Let's do it.
From our favorite religious representative.
Oh, Chris Chan.
That's right, the one and only, who asks, why did you guys move up to the Yukon? Is that where you plan to live for the remainder of your days?
Yeah, numbered though they may be.
I mean, very limited numbers.
Yeah.
I'll never tell which is how many.
I think both of us generally moved partly because the opportunity for success was higher up here.
Yeah. I think that's a huge thing, right? I mean, the wages are higher.
Such a fucking rat race in a place like Ontario, where we're both from, which is not by American standards a crazy bustling place, but there's 8 million people essentially living within like 2 hours of each other, and they're all competing for the same shitty underpaid jobs. And like, I had a big job at a big company, and I was making fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And then I moved up here, and it was like, oh, there's like equitable wages and like, stuff like that. And my wife had a better opportunity. She worked in theater for a long time and was tired of being on tour all the fucking time and stuff like that. And to try and transition into like admin stuff, you're competing against every other stage manager down there. But up here, it was like she had all the skills, more skills than most people that apply for the job. And she got the opportunity. It was like, it's not, I think sometimes when at least when I describe it, it sounds like taking the easy way out. Like, it was too hard down there when we came up here. But it was more just about like, you could be eminently qualified and 300 other people would apply for the job. Up here, like 4 other people apply for the job.
And they're underqualified.
And generally they are. But even if they weren't, your odds are better. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And I think that was eventually how we felt about it. And that's why we moved cross country. Yeah.
I think for us, at the time, like I was living in a city that was still sort of recovering from the economic crash from the beginning of the 2000s. And I had the company I kept jumping around from small company to small company, and they kept sort of collapsing underneath me. And so we finally were like, enough is enough. And I had a job opportunity. I was offered a job at a really large media corporation in Toronto. And at the same time, my wife, girlfriend at the time, was like, well, I if you're going to look for stuff, I'm going to look for stuff too. And randomly saw a job posting up here.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, that's weird. apply. Let's see what happens.
That was totally the same thing with my wife.
Yeah. It was like, what the fuck? What is Whitehorse? Like,
yeah, it was like, I've never seen a job posting in the Yukon. Fucking go for it.
Yeah, it was just too funny and weird not to do it, right? And then as she, like, there was multiple steps for this position, and every time we would get farther into it, I was just like, what? I mean, at the end of the day, like, see where it goes. Like,
yeah, why not?
And then when they brought us up here for an interview, like, both of us to come fly up here, it was like, well, we're going to take a free vacation. Let's go up here. And then when they offered the job when we got up here, I was like, what's more interesting at the end of my life? Like, I look at this like corporate job in Toronto, and I know where that path leads me, right? And it's going to be a really hard run for like a decade.
Yeah.
And I look at my life up here, and I was like, I don't know what that life is. It's so foreign and unknown for me. And for some people, that might be really scary. But for me, it was kind of exciting because when I think about the end of your life, and it's like all you have is the story of the things that you did and the choices that you made. And what's more of an interesting story to come up to the Yukon or to like go somewhere like farther, like 4 hours north of where I was already living? It was just it felt like a funner story to tell. And I didn't even know about the amount of opportunity. I knew that the opportunity that was presented to us was better than we had ever seen.
Right.
But beyond that, like, I didn't know if there was something for me.
Sure. Yeah.
And I sort of might
kind of a leap of faith, sort of
100%. I mean, she was making so much money that I was like, well, I just won't work.
Yeah.
And so,
that's the dream.
Yeah. I was like, let's just come up and I'll like get us settled. It'll be great. And then I think like 2 weeks before we actually left, I was like, well, I'm probably going to get a little bit bored. I don't know if I could just do nothing.
Oh, really? Would you get a little bit bored?
And so I like reached out to
How in tune with yourself you are.
I know. So I reached out to a few companies and like within an hour got a job offer. And so I was like, well, that's weird. And it was just sort of once I got here, I was like, oh, there is nothing but opportunity here. Yeah. But I think at the end of the day, I came because it was kind of a crazy story. And I think if anybody's ever, like, it's scary. Once you've done the big move once, it's easy to do it over and over again.
Yeah.
I think. But
I mean, the reason to stay now that we are here is that opportunity thing doesn't stop.
Yeah.
For us to be in comparable positions.
Yeah.
Back where we were from.
It would have taken 10 years.
But also, we'll have to take a step back.
Yeah.
And, like, we can afford, like, I wouldn't have a family.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't afford
You weren't allowed to have children.
We couldn't afford to raise a child and have a home and things like that if I was still living in fucking Ontario.
You wouldn't own a house for sure. Yeah.
I wouldn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I have no reason to leave this place.
I think that,
and it's like glorious socialist republic, you know, like never say never, but I think it's the scale of the opportunity that would have to be presented to us is so big. I can't foresee a situation in which it would be offered to us.
Yeah. I mean, I have some lofty goals, and it would be nice to like, I
what's happening here? I said I would never leave.
I think that there's
Richard,
depending on where the company goes.
Oh my God.
We're going to be creating other divisions.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I just wasn't ready for this. I really thought you were going to say you were going to stay forever.
I probably won't stay forever.
Oh God. Oh God, I've invested so much. I can't get hurt again, not like this.
Probably won't be for a few years.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Right now, the big challenge is that when I think about what I could do anywhere else and what I would get out of the community, I can't really think of anything comparable.
Yeah,
that's always the conversation that we have, especially if we're just talking about Canada. Like, I can't think of anywhere that has like the amount of money that's circulating in this territory. The
thing that I love about up here too is everyone's got a fucking side gig. Like, people really like embrace hobbies here.
Yeah.
Like, people like do their job and then go do other things. There's people that fucking like, they're like professional like glass blowers, or then there's also people that are amateur glass blowers. There's people that do there's like a dozen of us do stand-up comedy in this town, which is crazy. There's a ton of bands and music and, you know, painters, and like everyone embraces that, and it's like it's such like a little coral reef of like awesome shit.
It's, I mean, the number one entrepreneurial city in Canada.
Yeah.
It was awarded. I think that at the end of the day, people are, because there's you have a lot of access to money and to opportunity and to like flexibility, and I mean, half the year you get like daylight, like 16 hours of the day. Like,
yeah.
I think that there's an opportunity to just kind of like do whatever you want, and you have double the amount of time in a day that you would anywhere else. So
Totally.
I think that it's hard for me. I've always talked about like going to New Zealand. That's like a comparable like.
Oh.
It's a very similar community to where we're at. But not anytime soon.
If I come too, can we at least do the Lord of the Rings?
Oh, if we went to New Zealand, we'd have to.
Okay,
that's it. That's the new rule.
Settled. We move together.
When we move, that's when we'll do the podcast. It's settled.
And if we get to 200 reviews, we will move.
Wait, that's not what I meant. Oh no. All right.
You want to see how you farm reviews, Bokelman? This is it.
All right, let's go to the next question.
Let's do it.
Which means that we're leaving Twitter and heading on over to Instagram.
Now we're going to Instagram, take some questions and answer them.
I love that Alex Jaffe wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That made me very happy. First question comes from the most interesting resident,
Delgado Andrew.
But wait, he changed his name?
Huh?
The back is forward. My.
Yeah, he Missy Ellioted it.
Oh,
he picked it up, flipped it, and reversed it.
Sure, flipping it down.
Yeah, it was nerf nippin' when yet.
Yeah. Who asks, what are the Doctors and Richards of the multiverse like? Who do the Earth 11 versions thirst for? What do the Earth 9 versions even talk about? How undepraved are the Earth 3 versions?
Right. Earth 11
is
the gender swapped Earth.
Oh.
So Ricky and Rita.
Yeah.
What are they like? Who do they thirst for?
It's actually Rachel.
You're Rachel?
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Can I be Rebecca?
But does Rebecca?
Sorry, how is Rachel close to Rich? Oh, never mind.
Wow.
Fine, I'll be Rita.
Thank you. That's interesting. I wonder.
I mean, to me, I think I thirst for the same people in the same measure, basically.
You're still after Wonder Woman?
No, sorry, that's not true. In, I guess, just the slightly opposite measure.
Yeah.
Would thirst a bit more for the dudes.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
have to be reminded that you were allowed to go for the opposite sex.
I might. Yeah, no, I would, but on that Earth, I'd be picking women first. I'd be going, you're black canaries, you're poison.
Okay.
I guess on that Earth, I would still be saying the same ones. I'd be like, have you seen Henrietta Cavill?
Yeah. That's
Like,
interesting.
oh my God, the body on Henrietta Cavill is Superwoman.
That's very funny.
You know what I mean?
That's very funny.
Yeah. Jasmine Momoa. Oh fuck! That's what Rita of Earth 11 is saying. What about you?
That's interesting. Is this still is this an Earth that's still living under the patriarchy?
No.
Oh. Well,
It's gender swapped, and like the Amazon's teachings make it out to the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't think I would be any different.
Yeah, you're so fucking great.
Yeah. What about the Earth 9?
Wait, sorry, you actually don't think it would change who you thirst for?
No.
At all?
No.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Earth 9, Tangent Earth. So this is the one where it's like Superman is instead like a bald guy with psychic powers named Harvey Dent. It's just like an Earth that's just like
bonkers, different.
Oh, for this, like that's so on a different Earth.
What do we?
I think on a different Earth, we have like a local cable access. Thing.
About what?
Immigrants. No.
What? Whoa.
We do InfoWars on Earth 9.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're working at like Breitbart's social media department, I think, on Earth 9.
Nice.
God, that's depressing.
What's Earth 3?
Earth 3 is the evil Earth.
Oh.
Which sometimes means the morality is just flipped, but it sometimes also just means it's a whole universe where like might makes right. So even the good people are kind of bad too, where like the whole Earth bends that way.
This is like the Star Trek universe.
It's kind of like the mirror universe a little bit. It's where the crime syndicate is. Like it's that Earth.
I was gonna say because I'm like
technically like Leonard Snart is a cop, but he's probably also a dirty cop. So he's not the criminal, but he's also not great. You know what I mean?
So the big difference is that all of the really bad things we say on this podcast are just we mean them.
Or it means like I think interesting. What would a truly evil version of us be like?
Gatekeepers, like
yeah. I guess we're Comicsgate on Earth 3.
Yeah.
Except Comicsgate would be the dominant, like Comicsgate would be. Do you know what? No, we would be the regular ones, the gatekeepers, keeping people out, and Comicsgate would be this radical group of like SJWs that do dox people. Like comics, like we would be the gatekeepers, but we would also be the victims because it would all be this weird reverse thing.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't like that either.
Yeah, no.
God, stay away from Earths 3 and 9.
Yeah, not good. But 6 and 9.
Nice. On Earth 69, you can only do something if the other person is also doing it.
That's incredible.
Everyone has a familiar, and you can only.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's like that.
Like a human familiar.
Like
you can only do
Trek
something
race?
if they're doing it too.
Like that Star Trek race.
Oh, the Binars or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Next question comes from Edward Wynn.
Well, I mean, unless
it's a podcast award.
Unless he's up against us.
Yeah. Then
it's more like Edward maybe next year.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we already decided that if we win, then we're the last
imposing
winners.
prima nocta.
Yeah. We get to have sex with his.
Isn't that like an insane thing to be dropped as a joke in an Avengers movie?
Yeah, a little
where
bit.
Tony Stark's like, "Hey, guess what, guys?
I'm the last."
Joss Whedon made a bad joke and a
big surprise. Edward Wynn asks, "What is your dream team of heroes? Any works, DC, Marvel, etc."
Oh fuck. We talked about it, I think, a bit on the live show, but Spawn. You gotta throw Spawn in shit. You know, obviously he's very 90s, very McFarlane, this chains and shit like that. But like Spawn is a dope character.
Yeah.
Spawn goes on my team for sure.
Yeah.
Aquaman. My man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Thor.
I want some of that Kirby vibes.
Yeah, totally. Got it. I think you get Exo Manowar.
Oh yeah,
from Valiant. He's got cool shit going on there. Let's see who else. Only Michelangelo of the Ninja Turtles. Because we need a party dude.
Oh yeah, obviously. Sandman,
sure.
Yeah.
And maybe like Rexplode or something like that.
Nice.
Someone kind of wacky from Invincible.
Yeah, I like that. No women or black indigenous people of color.
Oh shit. Oh, we really fucked up. I mean, we didn't say which Thor or which Spider-Man.
That's true. Mine would be Miles Morales. I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah. I think I'm more interested in Miles Morales.
Just in general? Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. And
Spawn is black.
There we go.
Yeah.
We've got some black friends.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
All right. Let's go to the next question, which means we're leaving Instagram and heading on over to the doc score. Go. Go. Ready now. Just go.
You got your big cheese. I got my doc score. Docs.
scored.
Doc scored it. Doc scored it. Doc's in my scored. Doc scored it. Doc scored it. Doc's my scored.
You really just stopped doing classic rock, eh?
Oh, because it's too hard for me to just. I need just to open it up to all music, and I'm still barely getting there.
Yeah. You're just barely getting there.
Oh God. I'm almost there.
Yeah, you're just edging with Doc scored.
Next week it'll just be like Doc scored. Doc scored. Doc scored. A.
Who are you gonna call it? Doc scored.
Oh yeah.
I already used it. It's been burned.
Doc scored the best.
You're actively just burning them. Yeah.
No, the scored.
Doc and everyone.
Docs and everyone.
Everyone I ever scored. All right. First question from Instagram.
Okay.
Or from Doc scored.
What?
It's because I wrote Instagram and I forgot to change it. First question comes from.
What's the point of having a template if you're so bad at changing it?
Shut up. That's why. 10 points.
Oh my God.
Bruno.
Oh, I don't have a drop.
Oh, okay. Bruno, what he's going to ask?
This is Tom King. If you ever want to see your family again.
Wow. All right. Bruno asks, if you could change one minor thing about each other, what would it be?
And minor is the key here, so you can't say my weight. Because that is not a small change. We also can't just generally say personalities.
Not a minor change.
A minor change. I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw this one out there. This is a hot take.
Yeah.
Lose the beard.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah. I think you go back to like sort of clean shaven.
Fully clean shaven. I
have your cool hair up here. I'm not saying like shave your head.
Yeah.
Just lose the beard. Be like the hip young. Yeah. That's my. I'm throwing that one out there. Yeah.
Kevin, I'm going to say your glasses.
I need those to see.
Yeah, but you need new glasses. You've had those glasses a very long time.
I've had them for 2 years.
That's too long.
That's not too long.
Okay, I get to choose your next pair.
Oh, great. So I'm going to look like Buddy Holly fucked a craft brewery.
Oh, I'm going to give you like, what's his name from American Pie and...
Yeah, okay.
All right, next question from Butt Fart Butt. Favorite guest?
My lord.
Yeah, favorite guests?
Oh, like just in the past year or generally?
It just says favorite guest.
Yeah, I mean the
favorite guest actually is what it says.
So we only can pick one.
Yeah, there can only be one.
I mean, I feel like I say it anytime this gets asked, but it's really hard for me to top the experience of performing with Gabrus.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
That Gabrus and Goss episode is so much fun.
But also Gabrus. You can't get past it.
Yeah. I felt like an idiot while he was up here because I was like way too excited. And then tried to play it too cool.
Yeah.
It was like, well, I don't give a fuck about you. You know what I mean? Like, I just completely fucked it. But being on stage and performing and doing that show was pretty wild for me.
Getting him to laugh a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't just like dead, like when it wasn't.
It wasn't all just on his shoulders.
It wasn't just like when like the professional comedians did it that it was funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
I think mine may be slightly a surprise.
That's maybe that's just the one I'm the most like nostalgic or excited about. I will say, I have said before, I think one of our like best banter kind of episodes is the one with Connor Boyle.
That's a good one.
That was a ton of fun, that episode.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Mine might be a slight surprise, but I think more of just like what it meant to me.
Okay.
Was the Jeff Kanata episode.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that guy holds a lot of weight for me when it just becomes like I mean, you can go back to like why I chose my career and connect it to that guy,
right? Yeah,
like there's a lot of nostalgia for that guy, and sort of like.
What if he came on the show and told you to change everything about yourself?
I'd do it.
Oh my God, Richard, come on, don't do this.
No, I don't listen to you.
I take off my mask. It's been Jeff Kanata the whole time.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I swear to God, I'll remember everything for next pop quiz.
No, I won't. I know who I am. That's how my brain works. If it's not written down, it's the band. And even if it is,
even then, yeah, I was gonna say.
I need a lot of prep before I do anything. All right. Next question comes from Mullet Overlord.
All right.
My lord.
No, he's the Overlord.
Oh, I'm so over being a lord.
Mullet curfew is imposed at 6 p.m.
Oh my God, that was so loud.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ.
To all of you listening at home, no one's safe. The volume could spike at any moment.
I mean, no, because I specifically even it all out in production.
The volume could spike at any moment.
Stop. Just comes out distorted for them. Oh God, that looks so bad on there.
This is the bit I'm going to use when I make the little thing, just so you can see it clip.
God damn it. Mullet Overlord asks, if you could greenlight one cross-company crossover book at DC, what would it be, and who would you pick for the creative team?
Ooh. Maybe Wile E. Coyote versus the Flash. I guess that's not cross company. Never mind. Can't do that. Looney Tunes is owned by Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Got to do cross company. Oh.
So this is like existing property or a different company? Like an existing DC, like Warner Brothers thing, or not?
No, let's say like a different company, something they don't have the rights to that would have to get word. Like a Green Lantern, Star Trek, like those kind of ones that happen every once in a while. You know, Justice League, Power Rangers, those kind of things. Maybe like Superman, Dragon Ball Z, or something like that. Maybe finally settled the Goku Superman thing, unless this has already happened and I missed it. But maybe like a Superman, Dragon Ball Z one might be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
As for the creative team, I don't know. Well, I think you got to go with the actual like kind of anime, like manga vibes. So I don't know who's big in those circles necessarily, but I think you got to go with. I think you got to go with that to make that work. I don't think I just want like random Americans or whatever doing the Dragon Ball Z book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of how I feel about it.
I want Star Trek still DC?
No.
Warner Brothers?
No.
So I want Star Trek.
Okay.
And DC to come together. Green Lantern. And Star
you want
Trek.
Another one?
Yeah.
Another Star Trek.
Has that already happened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay. I want Lobo in Star Trek.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I just want Riker and Lobo to like be at a bar inside the holodeck.
Right. It's like when Riker goes on the exchange program to the Klingon ship.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. And I want...
I fragging love you, man.
Yeah. Let me see that bone.
He has to play sweet trombone to soothe the space dolphins.
That's right. And I want Steve Orlando and Michael Cho to work on it.
Yeah, okay. So are we pitching Lobo Star Trek or just Lobo Riker as a team?
Oh, yeah. Lobo Riker. Yeah.
It's Lobo Riker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Two bad bastards hanging out on Ryza.
Both like sit on a chair backwards.
Yeah.
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 Lobo and Riker go to Ryza.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I want that. Yes, thank you. All right. Next question comes from, Big Daddy Reaper.
Oh, Big Daddy.
Oh, Big Daddy. I don't want to marry this woman. Cat in a Hot Tin Roof.
Oh, right, yeah.
You always think I'm going to go...
I'm always worried.
Why?
Because your accent it's on a razor's edge of
Big Daddy.
being that sometimes, but also a razor's edge of being vaguely Southern to like almost teetering into black voice. It's a very delicate dance.
Look, walking a fine line is all I've done for 4 years.
Yeah, and it's only successfully.
Look, do I slip occasionally? Maybe.
Yeah.
Who's to
do
say?
I plummet 30 stories off the tightrope?
Who's to know? Big Daddy Reaper asks, if you could hire and then fire each other at your companies, fictional or real, how would you fire them? And would you need a reason, or would it just be the enjoyment of making them cry?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Good Lord. Who hurt you? Do you know what? Don't answer that.
Yeah. We live the same life. I don't think you want that answer.
I mean, this question concerns me because you're my actual boss.
Yeah, how would I fire you?
I guess I'd pretend everything was fine and we would just record a podcast and the next day you'd come into work.
Oh, yeah, I've really fucked myself over here.
Yeah.
If I want to do one thing, I can't do it. I have to do all of the things.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'd do? I'd get you to write your own firing letter.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't have time to write up why you're fired. Why don't you do it?
I would write a really poor...
And then if I didn't do it, you'd be like, I asked you directly to do this thing.
Yeah.
If you didn't deliver.
Yeah, that's why you're fired.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Damn it. Let's see. How would I fire you?
And would I need a reason? No.
I think...
Unfortunately, you're a model employee, so if I was going to do it, it would be for the fun.
I think I would Oh, thank you. I think I would... I would make it so you fired yourself.
Is this like the only possible solution is that I don't work there?
No, I think it would be like, I finally get to the point where you're like, I can't outproduce you on the podcast. And you'd be like, my work is done here. And like at the end of one of those like 70s Incredible Hulk things, you just ride off into the sunset. You'd move to New Zealand and you'd be like, you're going to be just fine. And
Leave everything and hitchhike?
Yeah.
Wow.
Be like, I bestow you.
You get my house.
You get the new mixer, the old mixer, just in case.
I haven't had to pull that out in a while. I hate that you even brought that up. It's sitting there taunting me.
I love that.
I don't even remember how to work it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you know how to work it.
No, I'll show you. I'm working out. All right, next question from Ryan the Prime, who asks, what would it take to allow producer Richard to get his soundboard back on the show? In all seriousness, why did you guys get rid of it?
I think this general thing has come up before, but a lot of the extra things that happened on the show were there because they were the only thing.
Because there was an imbalance on the show.
It was the only thing keeping the energy and momentum of the show moving. And I think once that was no longer necessary, we could commit the soundboard to the great beyond.
Also, you actively hated the soundboard.
Well, but also, okay, two things. One, it was in there to try and make up for a lack of energy elsewhere on the episodes.
Yes, so many
but
things
also
were.
the execution of it was so indelicate. It wasn't like
a potato.
It wasn't like incredibly well done. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like artistically like great.
It was soundboard jazz, okay? Maybe
I would just be in the middle of saying like and it'd be like a potato. Like it was never like it wasn't like a it was like if someone couldn't drum. Like
I think it was artful. It was the sound choices I didn't make.
I wish there were more of those. That's what I'm saying. It's true. I did fully hate it.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird isolated instances where my opinion mattered at all on this show.
Yeah, that and maybe getting rid of our first producer.
Those are the two times I really flexed.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I think history has proven me right.
And maybe cutting out a few things.
A couple of things, although not nearly enough. But
no, you've come onto my side now, I think.
I wouldn't.
If you're looking at the scale and the spectrum.
Yeah, who has moved more?
Yeah,
that's true. That's fair.
So yeah, there's your answer.
But yeah,
what would it take? I don't know. Maybe it'll make an appearance at some point. You never know.
God damn it!
It's a lot easier to do it now.
Ryan, I swear to God, if the soundboard comes back, this blood is on your hands.
I mean, this mixer actually has it built into this one. I can do it.
I know, but I want that for like good things.
You can't have good things here.
Oh, but
you should know that by now.
You're right.
Next,
stupid.
God, don't do that here too.
I just do that at work.
Yeah,
in meetings with clients.
Oh, stupid, Reed.
Stupid. Put the lime in the cherry. Stupid.
God, you're never gonna be as good as who lives in a pineapple inside your fridge.
Canned in your fridge.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. The wording is the most important part of that.
Oh, one day when I've been in the job a little bit longer, we need to dedicate a full double episode to
the stupid shit you've done.
To stupid shit I've written professionally
that we've gotten paid for.
Yeah,
like that people have given us thousands of dollars to do.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anytime something comes up, I'm just gonna go, no notes. I get that forever now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. No notes.
Yeah, no notes.
Oh, I don't take notes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I'm offer only. All right. Next question comes from We've Only Just Done, who asks, what is your go-to music when you're in an emotional place, if any? Whoa.
I mean, I'm always in an emotional place.
Yeah, a lot of highs and lows. It's a really polarizing relationship.
I don't know. There's not that many highs.
just falters between anger and depression.
Yeah. Lewis
Capaldi.
I mean, that sort of thing is always up there. Your Lewis Capaldis, your Sam Smiths.
Yeah.
Sometimes like an Adele if the mood is right.
Yeah.
I will let's see. I guess it depends what kind of emotion it is. Do I really want to feel like a piece of shit? Then I'll probably pick a song that reminds me of a very particular time when I know I was a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like to take me back to that era, so I'd be like, I can't believe you what a stupid asshole you were, or whatever. Like I would do that. What about you? Do you have like a particular song or something you go to? I'll say one that I go to is not for like a particular reason, but just because I think it's like one of the saddest songs ever written.
Yeah.
I go to Leave Your Lover by Sam Smith.
Oh, that's a good
That's a
song.
fucking sad song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowshed by Fionn Regan. I played you
Oh
that song.
yeah. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was too much.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, the one about where your child kills themselves.
That was too much.
Yeah, when I'm really in a Fionn Regan, that first album especially, but that song is Will Wreck Me.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
That's a good one.
And then probably anything from like Leif Volbeck I'll do, especially that first album.
Yeah.
I mean, I am very much like seasonal with my emotions and with my music.
Right.
So typically in the winter I'm a lot more dour and listen to sadder music, and then in the summer I'm all fucking like pop and happy. So.
Yeah, me too. I go to like the depths of Lewis Capaldi and Sam Smith in the winter, and the high heights of Adele in the summer. Adele and Leonard Cohen in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that those are probably my go-tos.
And for one shining moment in the spring, Icky Thump.
Yeah, well, yeah, and Surfaces.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to get in that fucking those jams.
Yeah.
We did another Summer Jams episode.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right. Next question comes from Cosmic DM. Oh God,
Jesus Christ!
What's your biggest grievance about your co-host?
See, Bruno went the interesting route, which is you can't pick the obvious shit.
Yeah.
Pick a minor thing.
Yeah. This is the biggest issue we have with each other. This is the thing that me and my business partner do during our yearly strategic
which I
planning.
think is such a. I mean, I commend the honesty, but it's such a bad idea. If I may, sir, I think it's a bad idea.
I'll think about
That
it.
said, now that I'm the writer that works for your company, if you want someone in the room to transcribe, I would love to be there.
The amount of uncomfortableness you'd feel, I don't know.
I bet. Yeah. You just hear like, just have like a big gulp or something.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I don't think you're very good with clients.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit me.
Oh, I have to go first?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You can go
no,
first.
No. I made the decision.
It's not yours to make.
This is my biggest grievance.
That you don't make enough decisions.
Yeah.
To be honest, my usual biggest grievance is a thing you've actually let go of a decent amount, which is like just the being too obsessed with constant minuscule improvements instead of just enjoying the thing.
You can enjoy a thing? I thought it was.
Listen, I didn't say you were perfect at it. I said you were getting better. So it's funny to even bring it up because it's like, no, like I actually like appreciate the progress that has been made there. That's my usual biggest grievance because I will often say like, or in the past would have said like, oh, I'll do this. Like I know it's a lot of work. I'll do this, and then you just go like, it won't be good enough unless I do it. And then it's like, but then you'll also be like, oh, there's so much shit. Like, well, shit or get off the pot.
Look, I can both complain and not let someone fix the problem.
Yeah. You don't do so much of that anymore.
I think there's got too much going on.
Yeah. You finally kind of hit the breaking point where you had to let something
I think when I added
and this was far enough down the pile that it
yeah, that's true. Yeah. And once I added another podcast, I was like, all right, something's gotta give.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also perfected the system.
Okay, no, here's my biggest. It's podcast related.
Okay.
Does it have to be podcast related? Or are we just saying like
it doesn't say that?
Oh, that feels worse. I was gonna keep it to the podcast. I don't know that I could pick one if it was.
All right, I've got one.
Okay.
You don't like change very much.
What are you talking about? I change all the time.
I find that like you get very satisfied with like a routine and don't want to go outside of that.
Yeah. That's the point.
You're like,
the point is to get to the place where you're happy and comfortable. It's not to keep fucking changing things forever. Like you entrepreneurial maniac.
You're like, I played this one game and I'm good now. I found the game.
I literally have not played a different game since I started No Man's Sky. I'm at like 60 hours in that game. I haven't even touched any other game since then.
Did you get the new update where they updated all of the lighting?
Yeah.
It's
rad.
Though I just opened it up and I'm in a loop of the game failing.
Oh, really?
Basically, it turns on, I drop, and then the game fails.
It's been a little bit since I played, so I got to go back in.
Yeah, I think that would be my biggest thing is that you get very comfortable and then are like, these are the things that I eat and do, and why would I change
But why does that bother you?
Because I want you to explore and do more. I want more for you.
But I don't not explore.
You do.
I like travel. I like food.
But you're also very much like, I don't eat these things. I don't do these things. Like you're very this.
To be fair, the things that I don't eat is a small list, and I'm right.
It's that mentality.
Listen, I mean, at the point where I have to try to convince you that kale is fucking garbage, then like,
look, you just haven't had it right.
Yeah, the right way to have it is to make it miss your mouth and go straight into the garbage can.
Okay.
Fine. So that's apparently a grievance, even though you just defined a good quality of me.
I like that you see that as a virtue.
Of course it is. How could it not be?
Unchanging.
I'm not
the way
unchanging.
It's always been.
I like different things, but I also can stop and appreciate when things are good.
You're like, I'm just going to watch Lord of the Rings over and over again.
This is a conversation that I do have with my wife a lot, where like she'll look around, she'll be like,
"We've got all these things."
Well, but it'll be like, I would like to paint the bedroom, and I go, great, that sounds awesome. But then she'll go, and I want to do this outside, and I want to do this. But to her, that means we do all of it now. And to me, it's like, well, we finally, we have a house. Can we have one weekend where we just come home and enjoy it? Do we have to fill every weekend with every possible version of updating and changing the thing? Like, I think there are two extremes, and I'm not fully on the one.
Not far from it, though.
I think I mean, my ultimate grievance with you is that you are never satisfied. It is kind of the exact opposite thing, which is just like, just take like, just for 2 weeks, sit with one idea.
Oh my God.
Not like I had this great idea and then you like commit like time or resources or energy or passion or whatever to it. And then like 5 days later, it's like, well, actually, no, that was a piece of shit. Now it's like, just sit in something.
I mean, I've had a business for 2 years.
I know, but you and I both know how many other ideas have come and gone before and during this business. Yeah. You and I both know how, and it goes from like, it's not just like, and I think I would like to maybe try. It's like, and I'm going to completely, I'm gonna tear walls out of the house. Like it's never a small idea. It's always massive, and then it doesn't happen. It's like you could have skipped the step where you overcommitted and then like maybe feel disappointed when it doesn't happen by just not thinking about it.
No, but you just keep throwing darts
If
at the wall.
you never aim for the moon, you can always look at the stars. That's the phrase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete opposite perspective.
That's my series of motivational posters.
Yeah. Why hang in there when you can drop and see what happens?
Let gravity do the work.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
Yeah, I mean, we're such like archetypal opposites of each other. Like,
and that's what makes it work.
A true 69, if you will.
Oh yeah. Full circle. I mean, it's more of an oval, I guess. But all right. Next question coming from Ravana, who asks, if you both were going to be immortalized as a wax statue, what pose would you choose?
69.
Oh, so we were together in this wax statue?
Oh, is that not what he means by we're both immortalized as a statue?
I don't think
we're both immortalized as a wax statue.
Well, then, yeah, 69.
Yeah.
What are your statues wearing?
Yeah.
And are you tweaking anything on the statues?
Okay, the pose, I just want to clarify. The pose is 69, but standing, and I'm holding Richard as the ultimate fuck you to his workout, that I'm still displayed as the stronger one.
Yeah, but
I'm holding Richard up.
No, because my hands are going to be on your thighs, so it looks like
my knee. It's bad.
so it looks like I'm holding myself up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Deal.
Why? No, for real though. If
I'm not wearing anything.
If there was a statue, let's say you don't have to be in a statue with me.
Oh. All right.
What kind of pose would you have? Are you tweaking something about yourself? Obviously, it's you. You can't be satisfied.
I'd like to come down a few pounds.
Yeah.
I wanna...
And the easiest way to do that is like in like a harder, heavier material.
Yeah. Well, I want to look like I
way
less.
I mean, definitely, of course. Yeah.
I want to have like a I've got a secret like head behind my shoulder, sort of, but like
sure.
Like
a saucy finger.
Yeah. Like I'm looking backwards, like, oh, I don't know.
I'll never tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my pose.
I think and
I look like an Adonis.
Yeah. I think I want to be like the statue of Zephram Cochrane, like looking out at the stars. Because I'm not actually going to go there. I just want to. If you look at the moon, you can always view the stars.
Yeah.
I want that. Obviously, I would tweak. A slightly better body shape.
So, like, basically, like the artwork that I had.
Kind of, yeah. Still big, still like a bear, but like a little more like
intentional.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing I do think I would tweak is like to give myself more of like a jaw.
Oh yeah,
just a little bit more Kratos
Oh yeah,
in my look. I think is what where I'm going. Yeah,
good choice.
Yeah.
That next game's supposed to be announced this during E3.
Yeah, I didn't really dig the last one.
Really?
It was just kind of boring.
Yeah, I didn't play it fully.
You sounded so surprised at first.
Well, because I thought that you would like it more than me, but
yeah, I just kind of was like, yeah.
I know. All right, next and last question from the senator,
James Paulson.
That's right. Was he a victor?
Well, yeah, because he could split into James Senator and Paul Senator.
Yeah, that's right. Both senators. You can't.
I remember because I had some great one-liners for someone who could become two senators. Because I also said one was a Democrat, one was a Republican.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm reaching across the aisle to kick your ass.
That's right. Yes, I do remember that. Yeah. Okay. James Paulson asks, you get to create a cryptocurrency. What is it called? And which of your comedian friends are you going to sucker into buying it? It's called Cuckbucks.
And they've already paid for it.
Yeah. Kyle was the first
I
one.
I already have access to their money.
Yeah.
I've spent their money for them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a true cuckbuck purchase.
Exactly.
Yeah. They can watch while I use their money to pay for it.
Yeah, don't worry. This comes back like 2 times over. Don't worry.
Yeah, they're only allowed to look at their bank balance while it's happening.
But they love it.
Yeah, they're not allowed to transfer any money of their own.
No. But just watch how I spend your money.
Oh, yeah. And that money loves being spent.
Oh, it fucking...
And is very willing to let you know how much it likes being spent.
I spent that money way better than you ever could have.
Yeah, and the money goes like, I'm glad you're not spending me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm being spent by this guy.
Yeah. I hope he continues. I hope he doesn't stop spending me.
Yeah. I've already been spent 3 times. Yeah.
Nice. What's your cryptocurrency?
Oh, I think my cryptocurrency would be called like I'd call it like Vanish. You know, like they have kind of like cool names or something like that. But it would just literally be nothing, and I'd just convince a bunch of fucking rubes to buy it. Like that fucking invisible statue that sold for $18,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's not an invisible statue. It's nothing.
So are we
saying, like a 10 by 10 cube?
So were we saying that we think people are stupid? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, all of our friends.
Yeah.
Past and future guests. You hear me?
Yeah, the ones who are also paying for the service.
You're all a bunch of... No, the annual is for free. Everyone gets this.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Would you have changed some of your answers?
Oh, well.
Wait, to what? Your disdain for me is pretty open.
Oh, no, that was the thing I was going to change. I'd probably go harder.
I mean, I said I would never leave you, and you said you would move.
Oh, it's inevitable.
Oh, God. Why do I drive everyone away to New Zealand?
Whoa.
Specifically.
Wow. To one town.
Actually, an ex of mine did move to Asia. She moved pretty far away.
I mean, that's as far as you could go.
At the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the last question.
Oh, man. Did I just get sad?
Well, time to get even sadder because it's time for your favorite game.
Leave your lover.
Leave him for me.
We sit in bars. Yeah, sure, whatever. That's the game.
Time to play your favorite game. Can you guess the name of the character based on somebody who's not...
Good.
Hold on. Can you guess the name of the character based on somebody who's not read comic books and describe that character to us?
Okay, I just want to throw something in there at the start of this segment here.
Yeah.
Thus far, we have done...
Oh, no.
62 rounds of the game.
So close. Only 7 more to go.
6 of those 62, I have won 47. I've lost 14, and 1 is a push. Although I will say, of the 14 I lost, like half of them are in the last 2 months or 3 months.
How many of them are Green Lantern?
Ooh, interesting. A couple. Yeah.
So we've got 7 more, and then we're not doing them anymore.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
What? Nice. I couldn't have got any better. All right. Are you ready?
I am.
For the 4 clues.
Okay.
If you're coming in on the 4th anniversary,
welcome.
I
apologize.
We've gotten this far.
Yeah.
The rule of this game is I send a photo of a DC character to my wife. She does not read comic books, nor does she care for them.
Your wife.
She sends back 4 clues describing what she sees. The doctor tries to guess which character it is based on those clues. Are you ready?
I am.
Number 1.
Okay.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Yeah. 2 for 1.
Duo Damsel.
No.
Massey Manos.
No. We've done that.
The Wonder Twins.
No.
Okay.
We've done Massey Manos.
I couldn't remember if we actually did them or if I just guessed them before.
No.
We actually did Massey Manos. Yeah.
Or I don't know. Whatever. I can't remember anyway. Stupid comic books.
You don't even feel that way though.
Get a life.
You're lying to yourself now,
Richard.
Okay, next clue.
Next clue. Is human, but also isn't.
2 for 1. Are we talking like character like Dolphin or like King Shark or something? Someone who's like kind of like a hybrid of things.
Nope.
Killer Croc.
Nope.
Human, but isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Like animal, vegetable, mineral man.
No, I mean that's more than 2.
Yeah, but only 2 are
visible.
Like, animal.
Oh,
like there's a.
Oh yeah,
fair. But yeah. Next clue.
3rd clue. Hope that suit is made of Nomex.
What the fuck is Nomex? Well, that doesn't help. What the fuck is Nomex?
Hope that suit is made of Nomex.
Well, that doesn't help at all. Fuck.
Hope that suit is made of Nomex.
You can't just keep saying it. That doesn't make it better.
2 for 1. Is human, but also isn't.
2 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
Is human, but also isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Hope that suit is made of Nomex, which means nothing. Not just to me, just in general. Doesn't mean anything. Of course.
No, it's just an anti-immigration policy.
Nomex. Oh no. Uh-oh. 2 for 1.
Yep.
I'm getting really hung up on that.
2 for 1.
Is it like no, the human, but isn't that's throwing me off now. I was going to try and just name more pairs, but like Punch and Julie are definitively human. It's not them.
Nope.
Unless it's like someone and like a pet or something like that, where they're like a team. I mean, Atrocitus isn't human, so it can't be him and Dexter, but I think that's...
No.
There's that kind of... Fuck, what's the last clue?
The very last clue.
Okay.
Very hot.
Very hot.
Very hot.
2 for 1.
Mm-hmm.
He's human, but also isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Something about a very specific material for their costume.
Mm-hmm.
Very hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's Firestorm.
No.
What? Fuck. So confident.
Oh, God. I love when you come in with Blazing Thunder.
So confident.
Yeah.
Damn it, I really thought I had it there.
I felt confident for you. I was like, oh, here we go. And then
It would really help if I knew what Novax was.
Not really.
No?
Not really.
Oh, okay, all right. Fuck, and it's not fucking Firestorm. Okay. Okay. 2 for 1. Two-Face?
Nope.
That would have made me angry if it was like right in the fucking human, but also isn't.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, this isn't something I've recently read.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to help you out.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'll tell you something. It's definitely been in a comic book.
Oh, that's there's that too.
Okay. Very hot.
Very hot.
Who else is hot but is also a 2 for 1?
Very hot.
Okay, I just got to go through hot characters. Heatwave, Firebrand, the Ray, Apollo.
Nope.
Volcana.
So I can give you some additional clues.
Okay.
The fire doesn't help you at all.
So they're actually just hot? Fuck.
They look like fire, but they're not fire.
God, I think I'm actually further from it. Sunboy.
No.
Wildfire.
No, those are all fire characters.
But they still look like fire.
Yeah,
so
but it's not fire.
Hronmir?
No.
But they look like fire.
It looks a lot like fire, but the closer you look, you realize it's actually not fire.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
But at first blush.
Okay, but there's other clues. So 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Human, but not.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only 2 clues that really help you here. The character, the visualization of his character does look like fire, but the closer you look, you realize, oh, that's actually not fire.
Okay. Fuck. I don't know. I've been stumped yet again.
I mean, this was an exceptionally challenging one based on that fire close.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Right. It's Johnny Thunder. Yeah, and this particular image, yeah, the genie has he looks more fire like and less electrical than he would normally. Yes, yeah. So the image is Johnny Thunder and the genie, so that's the 2 for 1.
I would say it's probably,
I guess the Nomex thing and the hot thing are meant to imply fire, even though it's not. But in that image, it does kind of look like it.
Yeah.
And then the human, but also not. Sure. Yeah.
That.
I mean, listen, those clues track with that image.
Well, that's the thing.
But,
I mean, when you look up Johnny Thunder, that's the first image that shows up. And under the actual character's like bio, that's the photo that they use.
Yeah.
So it is a valid image, but also very confusing based on that artwork style.
Fair enough. I can't be too mad about that one. That image, I see it. I see those clues in that image.
Definitely. Johnny Thunder is the name of 3 fictional superheroes appearing in comics published by DC. A 4th character has the variant name Johnny Thunder with an I.
There's also Jakeem Thunder.
Yes. Johnny, there's a ton of history about these characters.
We talked about him on the Justice Society episode that we did this past year. He basically gets a magical genie from the 5th dimension, whose name is Yiz, and we can make wishes. Essentially, eventually Johnny Thunder becomes the genie. He's Jakeem's genie.
Yeah. Sometimes he yizzes too much, and he needs a break before he can grant any more wishes.
Yeah, he yizzed in his. Yeah.
That is the end of 4 years.
It's the end.
I said it's the end of 4 years.
Well, apparently to you, it doesn't really matter how much time you put into something because it can just end. So, Yeah, that's the annual. That's annual number 4, baby.
Holy shit.
And it's the end of FANAGAR week.
Oh my god.
We're back to just putting out episodes on Wednesdays.
And fucking dunking on you plebes.
No more Mr. Nice Pie.
That's right, yeah. We're not going to appreciate you any longer.
The reign of terror begins
That's
now.
Right. With the awards under our belt.
And under our heel.
Yeah, that's right. Much like all the other Canadian podcasts. May our reign live for...
We will stride across their bones.
1,000-year right.
Oh, no.
Huh?
Oh, no.
If you would like to send us a question for a future episode or chat with us online, all you have to do is reach out to us or our various social media platforms.
That's right.
Like our Facebook.
Dr. DC Podcast.
Our Twitter.
At Dr. DC.
Our Instagram.
Dr. DC Podcast.
Our email.
DrDCPodcast@gmail.com.
Jump and hang out on our subreddit.
r/Dr_DC.
The doc phone is always open.
208-917-3238.
Yeah, come on, baby. Leave me a voicemail. 208-917-DCEU. If you're nasty. That's right.
1-900.
Oh, yeah. Of course, you can listen to all of our episodes on our website.
DrDCPodcast.com or .ca.
You have to click the link and buy our merch.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch.
Buy it.
And...
Buy it.
Oh, my God. Stop. If only for the microphones. Give those 5-star reviews. Once we get to 200, we will move to New Zealand.
Yes. It's canon.
Yeah. Oh,
and we respect canon in this house.
Yes, that's right. I love some good cannons. Send us physical mail.
Yeah. 301 Hogue Street, Hoge, Whitehorse, Yukon.
Y1A 1V8. Either make it out to Reed Vanier or Richard Eden or the both of us.
Keep in mind, if you make it out to Reed Vanier, I have a tendency to share things with Richard. If you make it out to Richard, I'll never see it.
That's right. Look, now we're even. You've gotten some, I've gotten some. Just because mine was a lot more than yours. Thank you, Christian. Of course, if you want even more content, like what we're doing today, something a little bit different. Yeah. We do lots of different stuff every single week on our Patreon.
Yeah, patreon.com/DrDC. There's 3 different tiers. All of them get you access to the Discord, our awesome Discord community. And at the higher tiers, you get bonus episodes.
You will drown in tears on our Patreon.
Yes. Yeah, tears.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you only shed 1 tier, you get access to the
$5.
Discord. Yeah, you shed 2 tiers. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's like videos, theme polls. The FANAGAR Second Chance tournament is still happening over there on Patreon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Explicit photography.
That's the higher tier.
I mean, there's a whole like thirst trap.
On the Discord, yeah, definitely. There's trap channels there.
There's a Josh Gill.
Gill one there, yeah.
Josh Gill onlys. And if you're still hungry,
you little piggies,
yeah, give me more content.
Yeah,
fill me up.
Oh, all right.
We have a whole other podcast.
Yeah, it's Ghostfacers, a Supernatural rewatch. We're going through every single episode of CW Supernatural. We're almost through season 2 at this point. We do real world monster lore, talk about behind the scenes stuff. We've had some awesome guests. We've got cool guests coming up. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Will we be able to finish it from separate continents? Who knows?
Why are
ciao,
you doing this to me? Adios.
Heroes, they always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure, they are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.